Elves Show, part of the Elves Network. We are a bunch of wild and crazy Cleveland Browns fans, bringing you all the latest in Browns news. Tune in now. And it's day 3 of the NFL Draft. Welcome aboard, all. This is the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports Network. There is Steve Gill. I'm John Suchan. We appreciate you tuning in, watching us live here on YouTube, Facebook, and the X. Please interact with us. If you have questions or how you feel this draft's going for the Cleveland Browns, please let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Well, Steve, what are your thoughts?
I'm very impressed. Even with the Austin Barber kid they took yesterday, apparently he's a damn good pass blocker. So I'm very impressed. I know that at 39 they were going to take the safety from Toledo, but Denzel Boston was still there, and so they had to take him because he's of greater value. Then when they saw what's the kid's name? Emmett. I can't think of his name right now. The safety from Toledo.
Yeah, it's Emmanuel.
McNeill
Warren. Yep.
McNeill Warren. As he started to fall, that's why they traded back up to grab him.
He's quite the value. I wrote about him. I wrote a piece actually for Dog Pound Daily a couple weeks ago about Concepcion and Emmanuel both being there potentially at 24. McNeill Warren was, looked at as maybe a late first round, second round, maybe early third round, but he was up there with the top of those safeties like Caleb Downs. So I'm thrilled with that pick. And the fact that they got him at 58, man.
Daniel Jeremiah had Concepcion, Fano, Boston, and him listed in his top 25. So, and
right,
he's already said this morning that the Browns are crushing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. This has been an incredible.
Now, Cleveland people who aren't Browns fans continue to say, "Well, it looks good on paper, but they're the Browns."
Man, who cares? I don't.
All of you guys suck. You can go.
I'll put it to you this way: every Saturday, I go down to where I grew up, a little place south of Nashville called Brentwood. It's where my P.O. box is, because this time of year it's my ATM. And as I was coming out of the post office, this guy saw my shirt and yelled, "Go Browns, let's go."
Yeah.
And he was pumped.
Well, just based on paper and based on where these guys got evaluated and based on all these guys so far that they've gotten are all literally in the top 60 players that were, ranked. This is phenomenal. And the kid that they picked up late at pick 86 when they worked back into the draft, like you said, I mean, he was very high on a lot of people's boards, not everybody's, but I know our colleague Rod Bloom is, his brother Jeff was ecstatic with this pick. I mean, we've got two legitimate good new offensive linemen who are legit.
Still need a center. Just getting some knowledge about what happened yesterday. You notice they traded out of one round right after Oscar Delp, the tight end from Georgia, got taken off the board. They were going to take him. And they thought the kid from Stanford, Roush, was going to be there in the 4th round, but somebody took him in the 3rd.
I saw that too. I wondered about that name when it popped up. I know that you've mentioned it or somebody's mentioned it as far as the tight end.
Andrew Berry has kind of promised Todd Monken he was going to get him a blocking tight end. That's what that kid is. 260.
So who's out there today? Who's available today with that distinction?
They keep pimping Connor Lew out of Auburn. I'm not that impressed. He's a center. I'm not that impressed with him.
Okay.
There are some. There's a inside lineman Kentucky that I had on my mock draft. Jalen Farmer. He wouldn't be too bad.
I've heard of it.
I'd
Yeah, you've
take
mentioned
him.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we will, let's see, best available.
Well, if you're reading
Wow,
this morning,
Jim.
if you're woke up, I mean, there's a lot of praise for what the Browns are doing. A lot of NFL people out there are seeing what the Browns are doing, not just this year, but last year too. And they have a plethora of talent right now. I know there was some disappointment. It's funny because with KC Concepcion being picked up the night before at pick 24, I love the kid. And he now, many of you, if you're just, haven't known this kid and maybe you've listened to him, he does have a speech situation. And to be honest, I had a speech stuttering issue growing up all the way through high school. And I had classes and all that. So I really understand this kid, where this kid's coming from. So I hope those of you out there who see this kid and him having those, working through that, are negative toward that. I shame on all of you who even would look at that. So hopefully you're not that kind of person, but he's a great player. But I know there was some hesitation because the Browns then picked up Denzel Boston, who's a bigger, taller, receiver. I think there was this thing going around the night when they picked Concepcion that he drops passes, which is absolutely just ridiculous. I'm not worried about that at all. People want to make a thing of it, and it's just silly.
Zay Flowers dropped more passes in college than Concepcion, and he's kind of worked out in the NFL.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Anyway, Todd Moken told someone I know that, I can't remember which one I know, said that that's fixable. Drop passes is fixable. So I'll take his word for it. And the long wait is over for Jermon McCoy. He just went off the board.
He did. Who drafted him then? The Raiders? Okay.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why we're on the air when everybody knows the Browns don't have a fourth round pick, I've been told they're going to try to get back in the fourth round. They have 5 picks left, 1 in the 7th and 4 in the 5th. God, and they're all together, the ones in the 5th.
So that's why we are on early. We talked about it prior, but Steve's got a pretty good source that says that the Browns are really
they're trying to get
hard to get back into this early part of the fourth round.
They still need a tight end. They still need a center. I'd like to get a corner, good, big, physical, productive corner.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens today. But, those picks all gathered together in the 5th round. He's not going to use those. I mean, come on. Cheaper by the dozen? No, I don't think so. So there goes a offensive tackle, Boston College, Jude Bowery to the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah, the Saints took Oscar Delp. And that kind of...
Did you really have him high on your board too? Did you really like him?
Not really. I thought he was kind of similar to Fannin. Okay. But he knows Todd Moken very well, and Todd Moken knows him. He was the offensive coordinator at Georgia when he first got there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But so far, so good. I think about a month ago, we talked about, you, me, and Sam, that they could possibly draft 2 wide receivers and 2 offensive linemen, 2 tackles, and they did just that.
First wide receivers drafted in the top 40 since 86, 96 in the NFL. Did you see that stat?
I did not see that stat.
I reposted it. Let me see what it said. It said that the Jets were the last team. That was with Keyshawn Johnson. Let me look.
Was he any good? I can't remember if he was.
Yeah, just a little bit. Now there was another guy.
Wow, they're coming off the board here. Jets have already got their pick in.
So we're flying through here, folks.
We should.
See here. I got. By the way, we're not talking about the Pittsburgh Squealers, but Drew Aller. I'm working on an article for Dog Pound Daily, who's now a Pittsburgh Steeler. Seemed a little reluctant to put on his new Squealer hat when that.
Good for him.
And he's a lifelong Browns fan. He had season tickets. His family has season tickets currently to the Browns. So he's been going to games since he was 7 years old. And to have him to put that trashy hat on and play for that crappy team over there.
Well, he shouldn't see the field for a couple of years. unfortunately, Steeler fans are going to think he's the second coming, like they thought Will Howard was the second coming last year.
Some people want to compare him already to Big Ben, and I'm like, whoa, let's hold the phone here.
Oh yeah, let's put a ton of pressure on the kid.
He's had a lot of pressure, going back. Lance Reisland, who writes for Cleveland.com, and I talked about him the other week because Lance actually coached against him when he was the head coach at Garfield Heights, and when Drew Aller was playing for Medina, and he was beating teams like St. Ignatius up there in Cleveland. So there it's a little bit of a surprise even to Lance that Drew did not do better at Penn State. But someone on the NFL Network was saying that they think that if he's in the right system, that basically Penn State screwed him over with the system that he played in, that they didn't let him expose his big arm, all of that. I should watch how I say that.
Be careful there, John.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
this is PG rated podcast, so
is it?
I'm not sure.
Language.
By the way, it was 1996. Andre Siciliano posted this a little bit ago. Keyshawn Johnson and Alex Van Dyke were both drafted by the Jets. Keyshawn Johnson was the number 1 draft pick of the 96 draft, number 1, and Alex Van Dyke was drafted at number 31. The Browns picked their players at 24 and 39, and even more so, the Browns have the history of them taking first-round wide receivers is almost non-existent. Corey Coleman in 2016, Braylon Edwards back in 2006, I think.
Andrew Berry wasn't here for either one of those.
True. So the fact that now they've taken 2 in a row, they took 2 in a row. It's just, I love it. I love
2020 and 2021, they had some guy named OBJ and another guy named Jarvis Landry. So.
Yeah.
So why draft a wide receiver in the first round?
No, I hear you. I think I think now it's a good time. And I think with Munn can come in with all this new talent, it revigorates us as Browns fans. I know the people who aren't Browns fans see us, this fan base, and they say, oh, well, this is the best time of the year for Browns fans because there's always that eternal hope. But legitimately, those people can kiss my ass. You are really building a solid product, Steve.
Yeah, it starts with the offensive line.
I mean, you got 2 studs. I mean, we got Spencer Fano, and then this new kid. What is this?
Austin Barber.
Who's
a guy I follow.
6'7", 6'8",
6'7", 318.
He was jacked up last night.
Yeah, this guy I follow called Matt Wilson said his pass blocking is flawless.
Yeah, he talked about him back in January and February. He had him as his number 1 offensive lineman.
Yeah. So also the social media is going crazy that Andrew Berry is doing so well without Paul DeBodesta. That's not why Andrew Berry is doing well. The reason Andrew is doing well was a few years ago, they hired a woman named Catherine Hickman. She is very, very, very good at talent evaluation. So if you're gonna pat anybody on the back, pat her on the back. She's gonna be a GM in this league,
Christopher,
very soon.
Thank you for tuning in today from Los Angeles. Thank you.
Los Angeles.
Hey, how are those Rams fans? And I'm sure their coach seemed really overly excited about getting Tyler Simpson. Boy, the Browns avoided one nightmare there. Jesus, Jiminy, 13. Give me a break. Rams fans, good luck with that.
I don't think he's still talked to what's his name, the starting quarterback yet.
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford's wife called him and congratulated him.
Well,
but not Matthew Stafford.
Did you see the second press conference yesterday with their head coach? What is it, McShay? Or is that right?
Yeah.
He was. People were saying how he was pissed off the night before, and then when he was trying to explain it yesterday, I don't know if you caught that, but he basically talked about the whole picture, and it certainly sounded like, they threw him and their players like Matthew Stafford for a loop, and I'm sure Stafford was probably pissed off, and thus McShay was trying to kind of maybe smooth things over. Not a good day. I'm sorry. I just think it was a stupid move. I think Tyler Simpson in no way should have been picked number 13. Total. I mean, the kid's had 15 starts. Let's see how it plays out, but I'm not real high on the kid. So,
Well, he's an offensive genius. So, oh, here you go.
who we got?
Uh,
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Rams fans aren't happy. Yeah, I would. Yeah,
we'll see what happens. He's not
Oh,
our problem. So,
somebody else said that the Barber kid, not only is he a phenomenal pass blocker, he's a very consistent run blocker. I'm good.
oh yeah, no, I'm excited that, and you add to this conversation with Zion Johnson, the other guys that they Titus Howard, these other guys that they've picked up in free agency.
Still need a center.
I know we need a center. Well, maybe we'll address that today.
Can't rely on. I like Luke Whippler, but you can't rely on him.
Well, you
And I really don't want to
yeah.
switch that guy from guard to center. Got to get a center in here.
You flip the side of the field. I mean, again, going back to what we talked about at the beginning of the show, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, so high in this kid. He had 214 tackles in his career at Toledo, 11 interceptions, I think, 13 pass deflections, 9 fumbles, forced fumbles, 2 that he recovered. I mean, I know it's the MAC, folks. I get that, but go watch some film on this kid and go read up on this kid. He's dynamite, and that's why he was rated so high. For a MAC school, he was rated at just behind Caleb Downs and the kid from Oregon, basically. So huge upside. I think the thing I love about him is that he like a lot of these players in that position at safety, or they can drop down into coverage, but then they can, the hawk, get on that line, and attack the run. There was some footage of him talking about tackling. Who was it that we always talk about, the running back for the Ratbirds?
King Henry.
Yeah, King Henry. He was looking forward to tackling him when he got to this was back in, I think, February when he had that interview. So I'm excited about that kid. I think I even yelled here when that happened. I don't typically do that with the draft, but I was immersed in writing my article. I actually wrote an article about Denzel Boston too, who that upside for that kid at 39, he was there and the Browns took him.
Yeah. Nice compliment to Casey Concepcion.
Did you see the interaction between him and Andrew Berry on the phone call? Did you catch that with Denzel Boston?
No, I didn't.
I thought it was what I took away from that conversation. It was very brief, but on that conversation that they actually aired, Andrew Berry told Denzel Boston that he really needed to develop a bite, to get to be a dog, I think he was basically saying, like, you've got, so much potential. And it sounds like maybe he's a little soft, but he needs to come prepared to, grow up in the NFL. Now to Denzel Boston's credit, have you heard these side stories? He never left. Like, he stayed in Washington for 4 seasons, where Jermaine Bernard ran to Alabama. Some of these players, leave in the portal. He stayed. So I give the kid credit for doing that as well.
Okay, just to remind everybody, we know the Browns don't have a 4th round pick. But if you actually think they're going to, in the 5th round, pick at 146, 148, 149, and 152, no, they're not. It would be nice if 4 players they really, really wanted fell. Yeah. I'm sure Andrew Berry would check them off like a madman. And then in the 7th, they've got 248, which I don't think he's going to use. He rarely uses 7th round picks. So, like I said, I've been told that he's going to try to get back into the 4th round. Center class is not the greatest. Tight ends are still good tight ends out there. North Carolina State, Justin Jolly. Texas tight end Jack Endries, who I had on my mock draft. Cincinnati tight end Joe Rohr. Utah tight end Dalen Bentley, he's a good one. Wyoming tight end John Michael Glyenborg, and Ole Miss tight end Daquan Wright. So there's still good tight ends available. If something should shake loose in this fourth round, if there's like a run on tight ends, I don't think there will be. There was kind of a mini one yesterday. It wouldn't surprise me if you went up and got him. The linebacker from Pitt that you like so much.
Yes.
He's still available.
Kyle Lewis. Love this
Kyle
kid.
Lewis. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Andrew Berry's not done dealing. I'm
Did
sure.
you hear the description of Kyle Lewis that they almost consider him like he could, like a safety almost, like he's a linebacker, sort of that kind of build and that kind of player. The thing I love about this and what Andrew Berry keeps talking about and Todd Monken and the defensive coordinators is how is just talking with the Browns, like these positions are just like interchangeable and that how the defenses are sort of being manipulated to where we're not, they can move around. There's so much flexibility.
I know. And that's what he's doing this year. He's signing and drafting durable, versatile players.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, Concepcion, everybody immediately, because of his size, thought, well, he's your slot wide receiver. No, he's never lined up in the slot, not at North Carolina State or Texas A&M. He is.
Well, Denzel Boston has.
Threat.
That was
yes.
part of what
I saw some highlights of him in the slot.
Yes,
and he would be a great target. I mean, 6'4", heck yeah.
Did you see the video review by Steve Smith, the former standout wide receiver? The one where he shows the little, and there's one clip where he's in motion from the left to the right. He comes off when the ball's hiked, looking like he's going to do like a little bit 10-yard out route, up and out. And just a great move. He looked like he was going right, and he just pivoted so easily for a huge kid like that, wide open in the middle of the field. Just dynamite stuff.
Awesome. Well, this is
we're here live. Yeah,
we're here live. Texans took a guard, even though if you're watching TV,
it's moving quickly. And last year, if you were with us, Steve and I covered a lot of this, and we were talking about how Shedeur Sanders had fallen, and Lord help us, we ended up while we were here on air. It was a pretty cool moment.
Lord help us.
You never know what you're going to find out. So we're staying on air. We had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun there, Steve. We were drinking a few cocktails and brews and having fun.
Yes, there was a frothy beverage involved on my part. Too early for me now, but
yeah, no, I got you. Well, I'm going. I have a hot date night with my hot wife tonight. So, we're going to dinner, and then we're going to go see the new Michael Jackson movie. So there you go. Anybody who likes Michael Jackson, excited to see it. See, he's an icon, and pretty cool. So looking forward to that tonight. What's the weather like? We didn't do our weather report. It's nice down there.
It's humid. We were supposed to get rain last night, and it didn't happen. Needed desperately here in Tennessee. I'd hope we get some rain before Monday night. Monday night's going to be really bad rain.
Oh, okay.
So thunderstorms and everything. I'd like to get some rain in here today. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, again, you can listen to this coverage later on Apple and Spotify. And a shout out to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. They shake the hand of the farmer. Check out our X page where you can buy some amazing coffee. If Sam were here, he could tell you all about it. Sam Britton will be doing his Browns breakdowns. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say, especially about the fact that the Cowboys got Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Well, he fell right into their laps.
Are you disappointed that the Browns didn't get any of those Buckeyes, or is that not a big deal to you?
It's not a big deal to me. I don't care where they go to school.
Yeah.
As long as they help get the Browns W's, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, come on. Yeah, you're in Pittsburgh. Blah blah blah. We're celebrating.
Boy, the fans have. I'm just looking at pictures here of the. There aren't a lot of fans there today.
It's day 3.
Yeah. Well, they said that there were 300 and some thousand fans there in Pittsburgh, the most ever. So
For a first
Correct.
round, yeah. Then last night it was over around 250, 260.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
Well, it was
they'll
a
go a
great
long
opportunity.
way. They'll go a long way to beat Nashville. When we had the draft here, it was over 600,000 people for the 3-day event.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then it doesn't hurt when you throw in free concerts from major country
Right.
stars
So is
and
that the
stuff.
most in Nashville? Was that the most?
Yeah, so far.
Okay.
NFL owes Cleveland another draft. That draft after COVID. Come on.
Yeah. What year was that in 2022?
That was 2021.
2021. It's been that long. Wow. I was
No.
there.
Yeah, it was 2021.
I was there on day 2. It was great.
Okay,
It was
come on.
great. Great
I
opportunity.
tell
Great
you what,
experience.
you
Yeah.
know, we're celebrating. Let's bring Mark Rippon back out and let him talk for another 20 minutes.
I actually don't have the sound on, so I'm not hearing any of
I
this.
don't
But
either, and I don't
hey,
care.
thanks
Yeah,
to
there's
74 fans. If you
oh,
want
that
to
is
interact with us,
a
if you have
small
questions
crowd.
or you want to talk about what the Browns are doing in this draft, please follow along, interact with us. If you're on YouTube or the X, we love it. Give us your takes on what's been happening. I think Steve and I, we've been on the air since, well, we were on the air Friday night, took a break, or Thursday night, took a break yesterday, and both Steve and I write for different periodicals, so check that out. I write for Dog Pound Daily and Northeast Ohio Sports Insider, so check those articles out. And I'm ready. I'm actually writing about Drew Aller right now and him being a former Browns fan, season ticket holder. So, Steve, you've got your blog coming out, right?
Yeah, dogpoundsouth.net. I'll be doing my podcast tomorrow morning. Kind of
Okay.
give a review of everything that happened this weekend.
Yeah. I mean,
I love our new
paper,
head coach.
I mean, oh yeah. Did you see his little take about the getting out there in Berea and pissing off the neighbors, and who cares? They can move. I'm like, Jesus, man, welcome to Cleveland. I'm sure those fine people of Berea.
They know the training facility is there. It's been there for a while. It's like here in Nashville, we have a speedway. It's a short track.
Yeah.
It's about the same size track wise as Bristol, but Bristol has 107,000 seats around it. This doesn't. And this is built right up next to Geodis Park, where Nashville SC plays. And they've been trying to get rid of racing because the neighbors complained. And my wife and I are like, yeah, you didn't know there was a racetrack there when you moved in the neighborhood? It's been there for like 60 years. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I mean, go hit your real estate agent. Don't complain about it. What do you do when they play soccer? I mean, it's the MLS stadium in the country. And they're playing great, so it's packed every night, every time they play. I mean, I live between a railroad yard that has been there for over 100 years. And on this side is the airport, which isn't that far. You know, Radnor Yards is a container, you know, those big containers you see.
Yeah.
It's the largest container rail yard that is not on a coastline.
Oh.
And they bang those things around all night, all day. I don't even hear them anymore. That's how used to it. It's a huge rail yard, but you know.
Well,
and I knew what we were getting into when we bought this house over 32 years ago. Really? So it's no big deal. So the 49ers took a defensive tackle from Oklahoma. Boy, defensive tackles have been going off the board the last couple.
Is that what they're all? Okay. So the trend is defensive tackles. Okay. I've been trying to do a couple different things here on our social media posts. And so this coach, this assistant GM, you talked about her earlier. There's been some new, conversation about, I mean, you were talking about her, Catherine Hickman, which,
she's great.
We don't talk about this probably enough. I mean, and she is a female GM, which is rare.
She's Canadian.
Which is rare too.
Yeah. I think she's French Canadian. So I don't care. She's damn good at her job, and it's showing this year and last year.
Yes.
So if you really want to give Andrew Berry credit, give him credit for hiring her in the first place.
So how long has she been with the team? Since last year?
I think since 20, I want to say 24, maybe 23, 24, something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She's good. She's
Yeah.
very good. Everybody I talk to says, when it comes to talent evaluation, she's very good. Another running back went off the board to the Broncos.
Which one?
I'll give you his name here in a minute.
Okay, the Chiefs are up picking right now. I'm watching that. They got pick 109. So the Browns' first pick is what, 145?
146. They have
So we still
146,
quite a ways
148,
away.
149.
But we've heard that
He's going to get back in the fourth round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
thanks for
Chiefs
that. Thanks for that pick there, dude. I love the Kansas City Chiefs.
who do they? Oh, you mean them taking
Jonah
cornerback.
Coleman, Jonah Coleman, Washington is who the Denver Broncos took. No, they traded down with the Browns and
Yes.
took the corner, and the
That
Browns
kinda
still
from
got
LSU.
Fano
I know. That's yes.
and extra picks.
Yeah.
Who he
and,
who he has used both pick. No, he used the 74. No, he didn't. He traded that to get back up to get.
he just took
Barber.
Jaden. They just took Jaden Kennedy from Oregon. I guess that's the other question. So the Browns are looking at cornerback, right? Today, obviously, they have to address that.
They
in
might
center.
need a corner, yeah, but the biggest need is tight end and center. So
that Cisse kid. I wrote some stuff on him. Yeah. Where did the other safety go that you like from South Carolina?
I like to Kilgore. I think he's still
Kilgore. Oh, is he?
Let me see.
Have you had a chance to look at the other?
Yes,
draft
he is.
picks?
He's still available.
Have you had a chance to look at the other?
Smith from Arizona.
Okay.
Huh.
Have you had a chance to see the other draft picks of the other teams in the division? I haven't really analyzed that much, other than like I just talked about Drew Aller. I know everybody's always high on what the Ratbirds are doing.
Yeah.
So we are here live again. We're in the middle of the fourth round. The Jets are on the board at pick 110. We're going to stay with you into the fifth round, where the Browns have scheduled 4 picks in the fifth round. We came on a little early because we're projecting that the Browns are going to come up into this round, and we wanted to be on air, get our reaction to that when it happens. So we'll see what happens, but right now we are watching with bated breath.
Yes, we are.
So the Browns, let's say they come back in the fourth round, they give up a pick or two in the fifth, maybe, and some other draft picks. So right now they've got 5 players that they've drafted. So in the end, at the end of the day, they probably end up with, I'm guessing, maybe 8 players, maybe 9.
Well, if they trade some picks, they might end up with, let's see, they got 5, maybe 7. I really can't see him using pick 248.
No.
I mean, rarely does Andrew Berry. He likes to get done and start calling undrafted rookie free agents.
Well, yeah.
Because once you're done, you can start calling them and say, look, we really want. That's why he always picks up at least 2 very good undrafted rookie free agents.
Well,
Aiden Huntington last year. I mean, so
good option. Yeah, because that's the other thing that's going to happen next. Is there are going to be a lot of players that the Browns are going to be talking to right after this and inviting them in as free agents. Yep. So did San Francisco,
the Floria kid who got hurt, a local kid who got hurt and is back with the team because they signed him again.
San Francisco,
he was an undrafted rookie free agent. So
the 49ers did the Browns a real favor. A lot of people were talking about that, and a lot of people in San Francisco are not very happy either, because they started the 2nd round. They took a wide receiver, but they passed on Denzel Boston. They took the kid from Mississippi, Old Miss, who I like. I've written about him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tall, lanky kid. They took him. Now he could become a really good wide receiver for them, no doubt. But Denzel Boston was there, and I know a lot of Browns fans wanted Denzel Boston, and there he was at pick 39, available to the Browns thanks to the 49ers.
Yeah, the Browns were going to take that safety from Toledo there, but Denzel Boston had a higher value. And then when the kid from Toledo kept falling, Andrew Berry just could not help himself, so he went up and got him.
Yeah.
So there's two trades that benefited the Browns, and one they moved down 3 spots and still got Fano, and the other one they got their number 2 safety next to Grant Delpit. I mean,
Yeah.
right now out of the 5 picks, they've got 4 starters, 4 contributors.
Absolutely.
And we'll see what happens with Austin Barber. I would not surprise me. He might push. I've heard that they're going to try to push KT Livingston into guard.
Okay.
So, which would make sense. He is a very good run blocker, not the greatest pass blocker. So, we'll see what happens.
Spencer Fano, though, is left tackle. I mean, I heard.
Well,
Barry
that's what
say
Moken said. That's what.
Yeah,
Moken
but I
said.
heard both Barry and Monken say that on live. Like,
yeah,
they said that he'd be there because I know some people have been talking since then about, well, he's flexible, he could be there, and then I'm like, no, did you miss what the coach said and what the general manager said? He's going to be the left tackle. So
yeah, he was the left tackle before they brought in Lemieux.
I don't know
And
why
then
people
they
have a hard
switched him
time
over
hearing
to
that.
Right tackle.
People are
In this
trying to-
modern NFL, left and right tackles are interchangeable now because the way defenses rush the passer, they come from everywhere.
Right.
So all you need is good tackles. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Well, Mel Kiper's got Kyle Lewis as his number 1 best available.
I hope he's not taken. I would love for him to come to Cleveland, but I don't know.
Well, linebacker's not a pressing need, but
no, and I don't think
it's a great value pick. So that wouldn't surprise me.
I don't. But Andrew Berry's.
Well, there goes another quarterback off the board.
Oh yeah, Cade Klubnik. Okay.
From Clemson.
The kid from Clemson, which was a discussion point for some Browns fans, that he was someone that people had talked about maybe coming here in the late rounds, which now he's going to the Jets, which so be it.
Jets.
I feel bad. They were talking about some of the local kids down here in Columbus, since I live here, about the Ohio State connection, and I was listening to the radio on 97.1 down here, and they were talking about how, like, Averill Reese, how is he going to fit in? Not that we really care about the Jets, but basically that's not a real great fit, and the Jets suck. So, how would that look? Then they were talking about, like, Sonny Styles going to the Commanders in Washington. And, long term, he could work out as a long term there. Is he going to be, he'll be a good player, but is Washington, the best? Now, then they started talking about Carnell Tate. I know Carnell Tate. I mean, we all wanted Carnell Tate, and he would have looked great in a Browns uniform, but I'm not a big Cam Ward fan. So
I'm not either.
You're there in Tennessee, so have fun with that. I know I have some Tennessee fans who are like, they're so excited, but it's like, I think Cam Ward's not very good. So I think Carnell Tate's going to make.
What do you mean? He was a generational talent.
You mean Cam Ward? Which one are we talking about here?
Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Last year. Generational talent. You notice we hadn't heard that phrase this year's draft.
Well, Shador outplayed him in the game against Tennessee. I know Tennessee won that game, but if you want to go back in time and
that's only because Jim Schwartz wanted to get Miles his sack record, and they didn't cover the run like they should have.
Yeah, that was a bad loss. But Shador looked good in that game. Cam did not. And anyway, so Broncos are selecting now, pick a 111. They just took Cage Casey, a tackle, out of Boise State.
Okay, these are filler guys now for some of these teams.
I just love what we're seeing here in Cleveland. I think that, I talked about it in my article last night, and the way that this team that we averaged, Steve, we were at the bottom of so many rankings offensively. I think we averaged 9.8 yards per catch. Just so many things that were going against us. And these two guys that we picked up at wide receivers both averaged about 14 yards per catch.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Browns wide receivers last year caught 4 touchdown passes.
Yes.
These two kids caught 50 in college.
Correct.
Together.
They had 16 touchdowns total as a team last year, which was at the bottom of the barrel for offenses. These guys alone, like you just said, yeah. I mean, Denzel Boston had 11 touchdown passes last year. He caught one in the bowl game, the LA Bowl out there. He was wide open. There was no defender within a mile of him. Went for 78-yard touchdown, but it is what it is. He had 6 catches in that game for 126 yards.
No, there goes back-to-back tackles off the board.
Drew Shelton, yes. Okay,
We're moving.
We may we'll see how things go here, Steve. Maybe we take or maybe we can take a break, maybe come back. I don't know. What are you thinking, Steve? What do you want to stay on with everybody here?
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, let's stay here a little bit longer.
We're still waiting, checking social media, seeing what happens.
We're also, by the way, folks, if you want to follow us, if you're on TikTok, if you're a young fan, you're watching us, we got a TikTok page. We post a lot of our short videos on there, so we'll be doing that again. So tune in on that side of things. It's where it's all at, TikTok. You're scrolling through your phone, pop on, watch us a little bit. Steve writes again for different periodicals. We also have other colleagues here. Sam, we talked about, who does the Browns Blitz. We've got Rod Bloom with his brother Jeff. They have a great show on the Browns Blitz. Steve has his Dog Pound South show on Sundays, so tune in for that as well. And I've got a couple different shows. My Johnny Cleveland podcast just started a new show with a new colleague of mine at my other job, Troy Current, and he and I are doing a foodie show called Stadium Mustard and Cincinnati Chili Show. Yes, he's a Cincinnati Chili fan from Cincinnati. I know it's a Browns podcast, but we are going around the world, the stadiums around the country, and talking about all sorts of good food eats. Down in Houston, they've got this new item on their food there at the stadium for their baseball stadium. They call it it's a brisket donut. They basically it's brisket and they make it look like a donut.
Okay.
over a slab of macaroni and cheese.
Oh, well, you can't go wrong with mac and cheese.
No. So I guess there's this other items we were talking about the other night too. It's La Rosa's Pizza. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a chain down in Cincinnati, La Rosa's. They've got them around a little bit. I wondered if they have them down there in Nashville. They probably don't. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Yeah. So he was talking about this item at the stadium that people are taking a slice of La Rosa's pizza and then dabbing Cincinnati chili in the middle, or somehow in the middle of it all. So it's called a Rosa way, the Rosa way, because Cincinnati chili, because how you have your Cincinnati chili like a 3-way, 4-way, 5-way. We're talking about chili, not anything else. If you're familiar with how people eat Cincinnati chili, 3-way is basically like cheese, crackers, and the chili. And then the 4-way, you add onions, diced onions. And I think the 5-way, you add the beans to it. So, and there's, certain way that you have to eat the Cincinnati chili too, which you can't twirl it. That's a no-no in Cincinnati. If you twirl your Cincinnati chili, that's like really bad.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Things I really didn't need to know. And, I'm good. So we're waiting on the Colts. Their pick is in. Again, the next pick for the Browns is round 5 right now, is round 5, 146. Let's see where that is in conjunction.
All right, Steve. So if we get you, if your wife and your wife was talking about a shirt like the Fanatical Elves shirt we talked about, do
It's
you
the
guys want
6th pick in the
fifth
fifth
round?
round. Yeah, so it's going pretty quick right now.
You want? Does she want a golf shirt, or if I got some other type of apparel, like a pullover or a sweatshirt or a long sleeve? Does it matter?
Polo.
Polo. Okay.
Since we don't play golf, I call it a polo.
Okay.
I don't want to lead anybody on.
Do you like that color that I've already bought? Is that
the black one? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, she'd love that.
Okay.
You know,
now,
my wife.
But now, does it need to be a ladies cut? Does it need to be a no, ladies cut? No,
not necessarily. No.
Okay. Okay.
My wife always says that she is a Browns fan by default, and it's my fault.
Absolutely, it is. Yes.
Can't help it. Browns fans are contagious.
113 here.
Yeah.
Steve has got some insight that the Browns are trying to actively work into the first or this fourth round, but we'll see.
Well, let's see what players come off the board. If they sense a team is going to take somebody they value, they might jump back in. But like I said,
guard, Jalen Farmer just went.
Damn it, there he went.
Was he the center?
Well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had him as a 4th round value, so there he goes.
Okay. So he goes to the Colts. All right. Well, let's see what happens.
We're waiting. Got a ton of social media videos of Austin Barber.
Yes. Kid out of Florida. I mean, they traditionally, produce a pretty good talent down there. They've struggled a little bit over the last, half decade or so, but
yeah, they can't find a quarterback.
In Florida State, they're not what they used to be.
No, thank goodness. But
let's see.
SEC must have talent. They're leading all conferences right now with draft picks.
What about this running back from Navy? Any chance the Browns get another running back in the late rounds here?
Maybe. I like him.
Okay. That Eli Heydrich?
Yeah.
Heydrich?
He's listed as a running back, but he is an offensive weapon. I'll put it to you that way.
Okay.
Somebody I follow loves him. So we'll see what's going to go there.
Well, we're waiting here. I'm going to go, Steve, if you don't mind, I'm going to go take a quick potty break. And then I
John. Wow.
I will rush back here too.
Sounds good.
All right, Steve's going to stay with you guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay. Now this is time for the Browns to trade up right now. Well, John's in the bathroom. He's going to pull a Lamar Jackson. Go to the bathroom. During the draft. All right, so we're anxiously waiting to see if the Browns will jump back in. Like I said earlier, I've been told they're going to try to get into the 4th round again. If there's someone there they like, they will jump in. Andrew Berry has promised Todd Monken a tight end. You would think it would be a number 2 because Fannin is number 1, and the Stoll kid out of New Orleans is your number 3 tight end. So they got to find a number 2 tight end. Still plenty available. Center is a question mark for the Browns right now. I am not too keen on Luke Whippler's only because of his injury. I thought he was a great value when they drafted him. So, well, let's see. Baltimore just took the other Indiana wide receiver, Elijah Surratt. He's good. So, a corner wouldn't be bad. Linebacker, I don't know. The Browns don't really value linebackers, and they got a great one in Carson Schlesinger. So we'll see what happens here. We are right now, it's Tampa, and their pick's already in. It's moving rather quickly. We started about 50 minutes ago, and we're already into pick 116 in the 4th round, which would put us roughly 30 picks away from, if the Browns keep 146, where they're going to pick in the 5th round. And like I said, 146, 148, 149, 152. I just can't see him using all 4 of those picks. That is ammunition for them to get back into the 4th round. I really can't see him using 248 in the 7th round either. Andrew Barry rarely uses 7th round picks. He would rather move on to start calling these kids that they think might not be drafted. That's how we found Aiden Huntington last year. So, and Dom Jones, and who's the safety who they signed from Pitt? McMillan. I mean, they signed some pretty good rookie, undrafted rookie free agents last year. So their talent evaluation is there for the Browns. And I draw the line directly to Catherine Hickman. A lot of people will disagree with that, but within the organization, she's very valuable. Outside the organization, she's very valuable. Let's see who the Buccaneers take here. International Fan of the Year. They should invite Paul Brown one year. Our buddy from London. Have him come in, and he should be a Fan of the Year for the Browns. Corner. Oh. Keontae Scott from Miami. He's good. He's probably best remaining. He may not be on Mel Kiper's list, but he's very good. So who do we got left? Cornerback Malik Muhammad, Keith Abney from Arizona State, Sam Hite from Kansas State is a center. He's still available. Kyle Lewis, the linebacker out of Pitt. He's interesting. Brian Parker out of Duke. He's listed as a guard, but he can play center. He might be a great value. Not really sold on Connor Lew out of Auburn. The blocking schemes that they use in Auburn are a little bit, I don't know. I'm not too sold on him. So we'll see. So there's still players. They can draft if Chargers are on the clock right now. But Browns still have needs. I expect maybe at least 2 more players, maybe 3. That would make a good draft. So they already saved money dropping down from 6 to 9. They've saved about $10 million in rookie contract going down from 6 to 9. So there you go. And they picked up some picks, which they used already, moved around. So I'm completely happy with the draft. How about you? It's been a great 2 days for the Browns. I think they've got, out of the picks they've gotten so far, they've got 4 legitimate starters. We'll see about Austin Barber. Everything I hear about him is exceptional. So we'll see what happens. Chargers at 117 are up next. Van Marshall. Let's see. 5th round wide receiver. I don't think they'll go wide receiver. I think they pretty much got that. Our wide receiver room became 100% better after last night. And Andrew Berry addressed the Jerry Jeudy trade rumors. He is not going to be traded, which is fine by me. Give whoever the quarterback is a above average offensive line, and it'll make a huge difference. Well, Travis Burke from Memphis. That's an offensive tackle the Browns had in for a visit early in the process. Yeah, 6'8", 325. Big kid. So we're seeing tackles go off the board now. That's another tackle. Offensive lineman this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th offensive lineman off the board in the 4th round. He's back.
I'm back.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's more like it. Tight end. Need a number 2 tight end. Gotta have it.
We're up to what? 117 now?
118.
Okay.
Detroit Lions, and the pick is in.
My TV must be behind. Which coverage are you got right now?
I've got it on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
They do the clock down in the corner. NFL Network doesn't.
Got it.
And they also say when the pick is in. So I can sit here and quietly scream at ESPN and tell them, well, if the pick is in, let's get to it. I mean, why not? Unless you're going to bring Mark Rippon out again so he can talk for 20, 25 minutes. But then he should be used to being booed, so it was really no big deal to him. Remember when he played for the Browns at one time?
Yeah, yes. I don't like that NFL logo. Like the green and the yellow, just not very appealing.
Well, it's in Pittsburgh and it's piss yellow, so kind of goes hand in hand.
So Jimmy Roller from a linebacker from Michigan.
Oh, I had him too. I had him in the 5th round.
Okay.
So today, 2 of the guys I wanted for the Browns have already gone off the board. Okay.
Who do you think the Browns are targeting? Any thought on that right now? I mean, we
like
talk about position.
They wanted to get a productive corner. He promised Todd Moken a tight end, a number 2 tight end.
Okay.
So that's 2 positions. I don't know what they're doing at center. That seems to be nobody's talked about it in the building over there. I don't know what's going on with that position. I'm not a big fan of the guy they signed as a guard, but he also plays center. Not a big fan of him as a center. So we'll see. But I know for a fact they tried twice to get Todd Moken a tight end. The kid from Georgia, Delp, and the kid from Stanford, Roush.
Well,
both were taken off the board before they could get to him.
No, I'm on the NFL Network, and just jumping ahead here, they just took Wesley Williams, an edge from Duke.
Who? Jacksonville?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
I'm on their draft tracker. So,
Yeah, I'm on ESPN's draft tracker, and it just came up. So
they've done a better job of not letting the cat out of the hat, like cat out of the bag, or whatever.
cat out of the hat.
Is
That was very Dr. Seuss of you, John.
you listen to me
Dr.
long enough?
Seuss.
I say a lot of stupid things if you haven't been paying attention to these podcasts, but that's okay.
That's all right.
I'm a real person. I have emotions.
He's a
I'm a
real
human.
person. Well, I'm glad to see ESPN's going to put the pick. Finally, they're going to put it graphically up, even when they're in commercial. Bravo. That's what they used to do on day 3.
Yeah.
They go to commercial and they keep it running underneath the commercial.
No, I don't see it. And then I have the ESPN on, but they just dropped that. Am I ahead of you or behind you?
You're probably a little ahead of me. Sorry, I had
Okay.
allergies. I hate this time of year.
Okay.
Let's see what Jeffrey. What are the drifts so far? Drifts so far that if a guy is there that Andrew Berry likes, he's going to trade back up in the 4th.
Yeah.
That's the main drift.
Thanks, Jeffrey. I know you follow along on our network. We appreciate you tuning back in here on your YouTube. Correct. Did you post that? Or do you want to?
You're right about that.
Yep.
Ain't no excuses anymore.
No, my colleague at Dog Pound Daily mentioned an article about this. I mean, they are assuming, and I'm assuming, and my colleague is that they're going to start Shedeur. I know you don't probably agree with that.
I don't know who they're going to start. I just want whoever starts to bring a bunch of these
W's.
Okay? Big time W's.
But you're giving Shedeur that opportunity. You're giving Deshaun that opportunity.
Well, I'm giving him the opportunity because Todd Monken can develop quarterbacks. Yeah. Everywhere he goes, he's developed quarterback. And I know,
now, is it Monken?
He had an MVP at Baltimore when he came there, but he changed the way Lamar Jackson played quarterback. And he was still successful. Won an MVP under Todd Monken. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Once you wear one of those Browns helmets, I'm a fan of you. But, if you screw up, I'll be the first one to say it. I have no qualms about criticizing anybody, and I don't care what people think, because
if you're listening to us, leader Austin Barber, 91. They just took another edge. Packers did. Danny Dennis Sutton.
Ooh, whoever that is. Yeah, that's true. Todd Monken talked about Austin Barber, said that he's a tackle now, but they could move him inside.
Now, my question to you is it Todd Monken or is it Monken?
I call him Monken.
Now, you just said it differently than you did before. You just said Monken.
Well, don't pay any attention to me. I don't say.
Well,
I get the tough names right, like Ihana Chor, Max Ihana Chor, or Maui Noah.
Right.
Or my famous Zadrunas Iglausikos.
Oh gosh, who was the kid we had years ago? Mingo Barvavius Mingo. Barvavius Mingo. Remember the Browns drafted him?
Yeah, I do. Very unforgettable draft.
What year was that? Was that 2014 or 2015 that they drafted him? Because I remember everybody was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" I think he came from LSU. He was an LSU product. Yeah.
I'd like to just forget.
There was the Cameron. Do you remember Cameron Wembley?
Cameron Wembley, yeah.
Yeah, he was from Wichita, Kansas, where I lived for 26 years. So I was familiar with that kid. So when he
played at Florida State.
Yeah, he went to Northwest High School in Wichita, which was literally across the street from where the sports bar was that we would go for the Browns backers.
Oh, there you go.
Jeffrey, I'm going to see how it all plays out. I like both of these guys, and I hope that the Browns fan base gets behind both KC Concepcion. I talked about this at the beginning of the show, and Denzel Boston. I think both are great. I hope no one out there uses. I'm just saying this because Concepcion does have a stuttering thing that he's had since he was a child, and I've had stuttering issues, but it's something that you work on, and he's worked on it, but I can completely understand where he comes from when he talks. So I hope no one uses that against him, because he's a fantastic football player, fantastic person, and I think both
Well,
are going to be great.
I've heard it described as
Oh.
Boston is a wide receiver. Concepcion is a weapon.
Speaking of, I just wanted to say something here. Wetjen, who I wrote about from Iowa, just got drafted. I think by who was that? I just missed it.
Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers took him. Damn. Okay. Well, I like the kid. But we already have people now that can take back kicks and punts, including
and
who we just
the
talked about.
Wallace kid they signed as a punt returner. Don't think that's written in stone now that they've drafted Concepcion. So because he can do both.
Yes,
he's a weapon. He's a weapon. He's a weapon. He can be used anywhere on the field. I'm looking forward to seeing him and Corley lining up in the offense at the same time. Who are you going to cover?
I'll say this about the Squealers: they're having a really crappy draft. I like Wetjen, but he was not a. He just went in the 4th round, and he could have been there in the 6th or 7th round. So they're I don't know what the hell they're doing there. We don't care,
Well,
because they're being stupid with their picks. I mean,
they're trying to help Mike McCarthy.
I mean, the fact that they were on the phone the other day.
Oh, that was funny.
We haven't talked about that.
No, we got to talk about that.
Oh my
This is
God.
something that usually happens to the Cleveland Browns. They called Lemon early. It wasn't even their pick yet. And they told him they were going to take him, and the Eagles jumped in and took him. I love it.
How embarrassing. And, it'd be interesting to see what the Pittsburgh does now, because they had Tomlinson
Who's
there all those years.
Is Aaron Rodgers out of his sweat hut yet? Has he come out? Has he shown his head? I know in Puxatani, when the large rodent sees its shadow, there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. But when Aaron pops out of his sweat hut, does that mean he's going to be their quarterback?
Oh my gosh!
These are questions that need to be answered. ESPN, why aren't you covering that?
Well, I wrote an article about the Wetjen kid for Dog Pound Daily, just because I thought potentially the Browns might be interested in him, but he was not projected by most accounts to go anywhere higher than the 5th round. So they take him in the 4th round. Add him
second
with
wide
Drew
receiver.
Aller.
Second wide receiver. They took the kid from Georgia,
which was the kid that we kind of like too, right? That was at Hurst. Is that who they got?
Remember. I don't remember.
Let me look here. I was interested. Okay, teams. So let's look here. So Baltimore has taken the guard Ione at number 14. They took your edge that you like from Missouri, Zion Young. They took.
He's pretty good. I didn't like him a lot. I like our Mason Thomas better.
They took Jacoby Lane, the wide receiver from USC. And then they took the wide receiver that I've liked a lot, which is Elijah Surratt.
Yeah, they took him while you were in the bathroom.
Okay. Interesting. That's where he ended up going. Well, good for them. So
Still waiting.
The Bungles have 2 guys that they've taken. Cassius Howell, which was a popular edge that some people liked, and then cornerback Terrio Davis. Terrio Davis, cornerback from Washington.
There you have it.
And then getting to Pittsburgh again, Jermaine Bernard,
that's kid, the wide receiver from Georgia.
Drew Aller, Dalen Everett, a cornerback from Georgia, They got the kid with the mullet. They got Dunker. I know our colleague Ron or Rob liked him a lot. Jennings Dunker. And then they just got Caden Wetjen. I don't think Pittsburgh fans are going to be overjoyed with these picks, but I know some people are high on Jermaine Bernard, but Alabama kid. I don't see
Alabama,
him.
that's right.
Yeah. He started at Washington, remember? So
Damn.
So then Jeffrey's saying that Aaron Rodgers retired. We think he's still in his sweat lodge.
I hadn't heard that he retired yet. I mean, if they're going to roll out with Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, and
Everyone's
Drew
going to see how
Aller,
Jerry Judy's going to be this year. I think he will have a good year. Well, I hope so. I mean, he's a mental
I think
case,
he will
Jeffrey.
too. I think with better line play and more stable quarterback play,
Yeah.
and some other weapons around him, I think he'll do just fine. I have no problem with Jerry Jeudy going back to 2 years ago. That's what we're waiting to see, Ryan. There are still tight ends on the board that can be number 2 tight ends. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for a identical tight end to Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
Because let's face facts, you're not going to find another Harold Fannin in this draft, not this late. But they would like a number 2. They were in on Oscar Delp from Georgia, but somebody jumped in and took him. And then they kind of wanted Sam Roush from Stanford, but then he got taken around early than where he was projected to go. So I know that Andrew Berry has promised our head coach that he will get him a tight end in this draft. So they desperately need somebody to complement Harold Fannin, because it's not Blake Whitehart and it's not the Stoll kid that they signed. They're more blocking and, occasional will throw a ball your way. They need a number 2 tight end. Definitely.
Right. Okay, we are waiting here. We're getting into pick 124, 125. The Browns have a first pick coming up in the 140s.
6th pick in the 5th round is their first. 146. And they have 148, 149, 152. That's a cluster of picks. Let's roll the dice.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree, Ryan. It's get a little out of hand.
All the Pittsburgh crap. What are they? Are they? I'm not even listening. Are they just keep talking about Pittsburgh?
Yeah. They showed the draftees so far throwing T-shirts to the fans. Wouldn't that be funny if they threw one to a Browns fan and they threw it back? I would.
Listen, the fine folks of the Fans First Sports Network, a group of them that are a big part of this podcasting network are from Pittsburgh. So shout out to those guys, Jeff and Brian and all those guys that helped work this for many years. They have a great network over there too. It's a great city, and love Pittsburgh itself, the town, a lot of foodie places, but loathe the football program, the team. They suck. They're the worst.
Not a big fan of the Steelers, but of course my family settled north central Pennsylvania. Both my parents were born in Pennsylvania, up in the mountains.
Yeah,
I still have a cousin that lives up there and an aunt that lives up there, and I enjoy going up there too. We've got a place in the middle of nowhere, no TV. It does finally have internet.
Yeah,
but it's a wonderful place to see nature and just kick back and relax, read a book.
Yes,
or 2 or 3 or 4. Hey, when you're sitting on the front porch and a deer wanders up, or a flock of turkeys, or
yes,
you see an eagle fly over, or a black bear comes up, hey, you're in the middle of nowhere.
Now, this is where it gets kind of out of control. I see this post on Facebook. Someone's trying to compare Shedeur Sanders to Ty Simpson, which, listen, I think Shedeur is a really good quarterback. I'm in his case, but this is totally unfair, even for Ty Simpson, who I don't have a lot of respect for, or not a lot of respect. I just said I don't think he's going to be a great quarterback. I mean, they're showing numbers from their college days, and like, dude, like Ty Simpson had 15 starts, so let's not go there. So I don't. It's foolish posts like that to just drive me nuts. Did you see this one about David Njoku? Oh, Jeffrey,
No, it's
I think
not
that
happening.
ship has sailed.
That ship has
But
definitely sailed.
of course, the Haslam said that about Deshaun Watson.
I'm
Kind
still
of.
not buying it. Right now, he's practicing against air. I would look good. If,
Are you
nobody
surprised
would-
that Jordan Tyson went so high in this draft at number 7?
Yeah, I am. You're rolling dice on the injuries. I mean, but Tyler, who'd you say? The Jordan Tyson? Yeah,
Yeah, Jordan Tyson.
yeah. I'm surprised. Very
Yeah, he
surprised.
ran up. Yeah,
I'm surprised he went before Lemon. I really am.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, but John Harbaugh got what John Harbaugh wants to do. So.
Yeah. The let's see here.
Yeah, he was beat up. His offensive line got a little injury. The running game kind of got stagnant, and they put too much on his shoulders.
Well, I
And
just
he
think
took
that
a beating.
You
Who
hear
the
some of
Bills
these
coach?
guys. The Buckeyes recently got a recruit in through the portal from Alabama, and when they get here to Ohio State, they all say how like things are just so much better here at Ohio State. I mean, you basically have an NFL network of coaches here at Ohio State now.
Oh yeah,
Or
well,
former,
Arthur Smith is the offensive coordinator, and Matt
Yeah.
Patricia is the defensive coordinator, of course.
Yeah. No. So, all right. Well, we're watching. Oh, Skylar Bell, wide receiver,
From
just went to the
UConn.
Bills. Okay.
Yeah,
That was a guy that I know some of us talked about. Okay.
yeah, UConn, that wide receiver factory.
Right. Oh, man.
Sorry.
No, it's true. I think that's the funny part of all of this.
125. We're 21 picks away. No, that was 126. Okay.
So we're.
Or the Bills back to back. Bills.
I think they're back.
back.
I think they're back to back is what's happening.
They are back to back. I'm looking at my draft tracker right now. So we're 20 picks away. So let's see now, they'll probably take after the end of the 4th round. Oh, here the picks already in. After the 4th round, they'll take a big commercial break, and then somebody will trot some old Steeler players out, and they'll wave their towels, and then we'll get back to the 5th round.
Now that Malik Muhammad, I had heard of him. This cornerback from Texas was taken by the Bears. That's a good pickup for the Bears. I had read some good things about him. Bears have a good defense, and that's only going to help them.
Yeah, the Browns are following the formula the Bears had going into last season and fixing their offensive line. I think they replaced 4 players. Worked out pretty well, made the playoffs.
We pick at 146, Mike.
As of right now, 146.
We thought maybe they might try to move into the 4th round, but at this point, I don't know.
So far, I have not seen a player that would really entice Andrew Berry to trade in.
So, like, if
all these players going off the board now are just, they've already gotten their tackles. They've already gotten 2 wide receivers. A couple tight ends have gone off the board, but nobody, incredible. A lot of edges, a lot of defensive tackles. Pretty much set there.
So here's
they didn't go with an edge because of the guy from Buffalo who failed his physical.
Here's I have a tidbit. I mean, just something I just saw here on the NFL Network on their tracker. We've talked about this Kyle Lewis guy who I'm real high on for linebacker, but he's getting passed over now. Like, is there something going on with his medical thing. Maybe there's something
I've
happened
not heard
because
anything because you mentioned him a while ago. You mentioned him about a month ago, John.
yeah, and even Pittsburgh
So
fans have been talking about him. I mean, I've
so
seen that on their blogs that this kid's been passed over now because there's been
well,
uh
maybe it's because of
4 or 5
his
other
size.
linebackers.
I
Yeah,
mean, a lot of teams didn't want to draft JOK in the first round because they thought he was kind of light, you know, for a
5'11",
linebacker.
shorter guy. Yeah,
A little light for a linebacker,
two
but
220. They, you know, would he play linebacker? Could he play back in the secondary? Could they, you know, that? Yeah, it's a good observation. Um, but man, he's a hell of a player. Hell, I mean, just tackler. If you watch any film on him, just aggressive. Reminds you. I mean, will remind you of Carson Schwarzenegger. I think when I watched him on tape, you know, that's what we kind of talked about.
yeah.
So
And I
I'm
agree
wondering.
with you wholeheartedly on. I think center is a need that nobody talks about. And there's still some good centers. Kansas State, a kid named Height is still not drafted. Billy Parker out of Duke, he's listed as a guard, but he can play center. So, Jeffrey says Elton Jenkins. I am not sold on him as a center. He can play center, but everyday starter, I don't know.
Okay,
Right
is he
now,
the
they
guy
don't.
we
They
just picked him
really
up?
don't
Right? Was that
have.
our
Yeah,
free
they
agent?
really don't
Yeah,
have a starting center. I mean, like I keep saying, I love Luke Whippler when he came out. He was great
yeah.
value, but he just can't stay healthy. Ethan Posick is nowhere near ready unless they know something that we don't know. I wouldn't mind if Ethan Posick is healthy. I wouldn't mind.
Now, Steve, you disagree. Now, there's a question here. If you're listening to us later on Apple, Spotify, posted by Ian Coleman, says, "Do you think D. Podesta was the problem?"
Um, I've heard that Catherine Hickman is a much better talent evaluator than everybody thought, and she has been really very good.
Yeah.
And I've also been told by somebody I know who's got sources inside that D. Podesta was addition by subtraction. So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
agree with that. He's the only one that can play there right now. He's their only center. I mean, Whippler's still coming back from injury. Posick is nowhere near ready.
yeah.
They use Zach Zinner as a center, a backup center, but I'm not sold on him anymore. So, yeah, need a center. Desperately need a center.
The pick is in, but we're still waiting to see who the 49ers have taken there. Pick 27 of the 4th round. So we're getting close to the.
127. We're getting closer. We're within 20.
Who did the
Yes, I
did the
agree with
Falcons
this.
did the Atlanta Falcons trade out of that pick somehow? Is that what happened? Because they were up and then who did they trade with to get
I
in?
haven't I
I'm
haven't
trying to
seen the
figure.
Falcons at all.
Well, they were
Didn't
up
it?
earlier. Yeah, they
Huh.
were up earlier. So they must have traded with somebody because I saw them on the board, but they're let me see here.
Huh. I agree with Ian. They need to get somebody with chemistry, whether it is Shador, whether it's whoever the quarterback's going to be. Well, it's not going to be Deshaun Watson. At least I hope it is not going to be Deshaun Watson. But yeah, they need to get a center in quickly
Carver
and
Willis
start
from
taking reps, man.
a tackle went to the 49ers. Carver
Carver
Willis,
will from Washington.
Washington.
All right. Well, again, another player that the Browns probably don't have any interest in. They've got their tackles. Still centers on the board, still tight ends on the board. There's
So
still
these
corners on the board.
are there compensated? Are there these extra picks at the end of the 4th round because there are 40 picks in
Yeah,
the
it's the
4th
comp
round?
picks. It's a
Okay,
comp pick.
that's what I was
Comp
wondering.
picks come at the end of the 3rd and 4th round.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
And these can't be traded.
right.
So we'll see if right now the Browns have the 6th pick, 146 in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Maybe there's somebody they see with the very first 141, which is the first pick in the fifth round. Maybe they see somebody
Okay.
there, make a move. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've been told that they wanted to get back in the fourth round. Obviously, none of these guys were high value on their board,
Right.
so they're willing to sit back. Wouldn't surprise me if they traded some of these fifth round picks for picks next year. They've already got an extra fourth for next year, so that wouldn't surprise me. You know, Andrew Berry and his future picks. He
Huh.
loves him some future picks. Bengals are up next. Pick is in.
They took the center, Connor
Oh,
Liu.
good. I don't like Connor Liu.
Okay.
Good, good,
Okay.
good.
Why don't you like him?
He's not a scheme fit for this offense. He really isn't. So, and
He's
he's
from
had some
Auburn. We
injury.
don't like Auburn players.
He's had some injury problems. So these people don't have no idea who Connor Liu is. See, that's the thing on Thursday night. Thursday night, you know, they get these fans in their nice little areas,
Right.
and they're fans of different teams, and they will cheer anything.
Right.
You know, they in the first round with pick 13, the Chicago Bears take Adolf Hitler. Yeah,
Right.
Adolf Hitler. Yeah, they have no idea who these people are. They don't. I mean, they're getting people that are coming in the gate, and they have a look about them, and they put them in the team section. So,
Oh man.
if you really want to help that, there you go. Sam, number 10 on Mel's undrafted is the kid from Kansas State, center, Hike.
No, I'm a big Kansas State fan. You know, I lived out there, so I'm all about the Wildcats.
I know, John. You just can't wait to get your hands on a Kansas State player. That didn't sound right. Sorry.
There was a player that the Browns were looking at. He got drafted by somebody else, but I remember writing an article about him back in the day, a few years ago. I think he's still in the NFL. I don't know but he plays in the line. And I remember his dad commented back to me while I was writing the article. He was very happy about how I wrote the article about his son. So that was very nice. There are some nice people out there that actually react to things. So,
all right. Oh, I did not see this. I wouldn't mind that in the best. I wouldn't mind that. Making Huntington the fullback. That's a lot of beef in front of somebody.
Let's see here. Will Lee, cornerback from Texas A&M.
All right.
Heard it first here. You don't have to listen to ESPN. Just watch us.
Watch us. Yeah,
actually,
just popped
I'm
up
talking
on my
to the
tracker.
folks, the guys that write for Dog Pound Daily, a great group of guys over there. They're in a group chat right now as I speak, so I've been interacting with them as well. They've been pushing out lots of content, so please turn over there, read some of our articles. I've written a couple articles. I wrote one on Denzel Boston last night, and the day before I wrote one on Concepcion, or no, I can't even remember. I was up till 1:00 Thursday night. I was up till midnight last night. So, and I also write for Northeast Ohio Sports Insiders. Tune into there. Our Munch Bishop writes for them. Bill Petrolo writes for them. So, really good group of guys over there, and ladies. Natalie runs the ship over there. So,
well, speaking of centers, back on this day in 1993, the Browns drafted Steve Everett.
Oh, there you go. That's a name from the past.
I met him in New Orleans in '99 when I went down there for the Browns game. Funny, hilarious guy. Loved it. He very personal. He talked to any Browns fan. You could just walk up to him, start talking to him. He loved it. Also known as the first exhibition game for the Baltimore Ravens. They told the team no Browns gear, and he wore a Browns do-rag under his helmet. Got penalized and fined. You got to love a guy like that, even though he went to Michigan. All right, I'm gonna go get some water, Jeff.
Yes,
I'll be right
I'm just
back.
going to continue here. I was just talking, like I said, talking to some of my colleagues at Dog Pound Daily, and we were just commenting on last night. Um, According to this article here, Andrew Barry was commenting about Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston having zero impact on Jerry Jeudy, saying that Jerry Jeudy is the bell cow for the Brownies. I think with the receiver rooms, we can have maybe a ball dominant player, or you can essentially build a basketball team with different players. Saying that we're definitely not going to trade him for the 2027 fifth round pick. However, somebody else said in our group chat that he'll probably end up being a part of the Los Angeles Raiders less than 24 hours. Very true. I'm not a big Drew or Jerry Jeudy fan at all. I think he's a mental head case and really don't want him to be part of the Browns, but he's on the Browns for now, so I'll root for him. But I'm hoping that maybe he finds another path because he played like crap. Most of you who follow the Browns know that very well. Did you guys see that Drew Aller did not put on his Steelers hat because his family are Browns fans? Oh, I saw it. And I'm actually writing, Jeffrey, an article for Dog Pound Daily just about that. I actually wrote about Drew Aller a few weeks ago, back when the combine, about his being a season ticket holder. His family has been season ticket holders with his great grandpa. He's been watching Browns games every year since he was 7, regularly attended Browns games. So yeah, it's definitely saw that he had a hard time putting that hat on. And it would have been, it's too bad that he's a Steeler, but he did say some things, I think, to the local media there in Pittsburgh that's out the window now. And I'm sure he's going to give it his all, which is great. But man, I would be hard if you're we were lifelong Browns fans. I couldn't do it. I know when I got married to my beautiful wife that some of her family members are diehard Steeler fans. And at the wedding, they were trying to get me to put on a Steeler jersey after the wedding, which I did not do. My Cleveland Browns cousins, diehard and season ticket holders, would have killed me as well. So I completely understand what Drew Aller feels. It's got to be tough for a younger kid raised to be a Browns fan, to have to now play for the hated rival, the Squealers, is not ideal, but I'm sure he'll make the most of it. All right, then we got, need a head case like Jerry Jeudy didn't do that because he will stand up for his teammates. You think he's going to stand up for his teammates? I don't know. Kind of. I mean, he has in moments, but dude,
Who's that?
Jerry Jeudy. I think Jeffrey, you like Jerry Jeudy. I'm not a big fan of his. But
I like Jerry Jeudy.
The guys.
I mean, I go back to the 24, and he was just incredible. I mean, he broke the receiving record held by Ozzie Newsome. I mean, Ozzie Newsome, Hall of Famer. So
well, he's been a head case. I mean, going back to even Denver.
He's a wide receiver. They are wacky as hell. Braylon Edwards was a head
Webster
case.
Slaughter. I've heard stories about
Webster Slaughter was a head case.
Webster Slaughter used to wear gloves like Michael Jackson. Like he would go to bars and he would have to be pampered like a baby.
Yeah, but you see, there was a balance in the wide receiver room. They had Reggie Langhorne, who I met in 2002, bought him a drink at a bar. Nice guy, got to talk to him. He gave me a fist bump with a AFC championship ring. It left a bruise. And my wife goes, "You want to put something on that?" And I went, "Hell no. I want people. Where'd you get that bruise?" I fist bumped Reggie Langhorne. He was a Maker's Mark is what he was drinking. So bought him one. Also,
Casey, Prime.
Go ahead.
Out of the port. No, I'm just reading this, and that's interesting take, Ian. Just some information that people, if you're listening to us later, he comments that Jerry Jeudy is done once Denzel and KC get with Shedeur this offseason. He says that KC and Shedeur already know each other, which they've talked about. Prime and Shedeur recruit KC out of the portal, which that's true, that he almost went to Colorado.
Yeah. No, they're not going to trade Jerry Jeudy. Andrew Berry's already said that. Cap problems if they do trade Jerry Jeudy. So he can get open. He gets good separation from DB. He just needs a quarterback who feels confident behind an offensive line. That's it. Simple formula. And a head coach who can call some creative plays. How about that? We'll even throw that in there. So I'm good with Jerry Jeudy. Let's see what he does. Oh, San Francisco just traded the pick to Baltimore.
Okay. So who are they looking at then?
God only knows.
Jerry Jeudy needs some of the Josh Gordon medicine. Chill out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the waving his arms for Sanders to see him open, then Sanders just throws the ball up.
Yeah. Or he's being chased down going backwards.
Well, that's going to change with everything that they've done. And
we'll see.
Yeah. Shout out from Milwaukee. Hey, Marcus, thanks for tuning in, watching us here on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Go Pack Go. No, thank you. But you do have a loyal fan base. I will say this about the Packers
just
fans.
Touching on that, here in Nashville, the Browns Browns backers is huge. Yes. The other two huge ones are, well, the number one is Packer backers. I have a tax client who a long time ago formed the first Packer backer group here in Nashville. They're nice people. We even shared a bar with them once. We were looking for a bar and they invited us in and we shared a bar with them. So I have no problem with Packer fans.
They were the same way in Wichita, Kansas, with the Browns backers out there, the Oz chapter at the sports bar we went to. The other big fan base were the Packers. So yes, Marcus, you do travel well. You support your team as well as the Browns fans do. All right, so they've taken
waiting. Definitely agree with that, Marcus.
Matthew Hibner, a tight end from SMU.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, more power to him.
Again, we love that beer. Go Pack and Brown.
Not really worried about. Not really.
Hey,
wasn't
Marcus,
really
have you
on
been
the
to
Browns'
Packers
radar.
Games? Have you been to that stadium? Have you been to Packers? There in the heart of the Green Bay. Love to go up there sometime.
I would too. That would be on my bucket list to go to a game there. I've been to Wrigley Field, which was fun.
The Falcons and Mike
Kevin Stefanski was still alive when I went. So,
let's see here. We are live right now. Thanks again for tuning us on YouTube, Facebook, the X. We've been doing this for an hour and 38 minutes, Steve.
Yeah, we're coming up to the 5th round. Browns have pick 146, which would be the 6th pick in the 5th round. 146, 148, 149, 152. Nice grouping. So who are the Falcons going to take? Long snapper? Maybe a punter? I don't know.
That's good. I think they traded out of their last pick because they were on the board. I saw them. I haven't looked yet. I was going to go look at what they've done. But hey, thanks for the 150 of you out there. Now 148 people out there watching us live.
Who dropped off?
I know. Don't leave us. Come back. Come back.
Come on. We're going to be here until the Browns pick. You should be too. Boy, I'm glad we weren't on last night. We would have been going off the air, on the air, on the air, off the air.
Oh, well, and we thought we were done.
Busy
and then
man.
We went back in at pick 86 and we were like, oh man. So we were
I was getting up, go get ready for bed. I told my wife, Karen, I said, well, it looks like they're done. Then I went up the stairs and said, no, they're not done. And she goes, what is he doing? I said, he sees somebody he likes.
And that was really a good one that they did there. I think that really,
he
was.
I agree.
Yeah. I just
Hey,
don't like.
I'm
I just
I'm
don't
with
like his
you on
attitude.
Jerry Judy. Give him a competent quarterback behind a very good offensive line with a good running game and other good wide receivers. So I'm good.
Okay.
Let's see what he does.
I still think there's a chance he gets traded, but
They
that's just
can't
me.
trade him for cap reasons.
What about after when right before or as training camp gets started? Would that be a post?
Post June 1st trade?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe they can do it anyway.
Okay.
Oh, here comes the Falcons pick. Let's see.
Kendall Daniels, a linebacker from Oklahoma.
From Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin likes those kids from Oklahoma. Remember or I should rephrase that. Kevin.
Yeah, Perrion Winfrey is now in Columbus.
Oh yes, I was gonna say.
Better
woof.
better watch where you go when you go out drinking, John.
Yeah. So and then someone says, so wasn't Jed? Yes, Ian, you're right. Jed Wills was a.
Okay, I'm gonna clear up the again for the billionth time. Bill Callahan wanted Jed Wills, so he can say now he didn't, but he did.
Yeah.
So.
We are live here.
Analytics
to the fifth
told
round.
Andrew Berry to take the kid that went to Tampa that everybody likes so much. But Callahan said, I want Jed Wills. So blame that on Callahan.
I don't know. Ian is earlier talked about Jerry Judy. He thinks he's a wide receiver too. Didn't Judy fumble after doing the tango? That was a very bizarre scenario. I go back to that one game. That was really terrible.
Anything that happened in 2025, I'm just going to say it was a bad dream. And I have woken up.
Okay.
Because so much weird crap happened last year.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's
Joe Flacco out there throwing bouncing interceptions and the kicker missing kicks the first game and then he doesn't miss any for the rest of the season. Punt returns, kick returns for touchdowns. That just was 2 returns, a kick return and a punt return in a span of 38 seconds.
Bryce Bocher, a linebacker from Oregon. There must be something wrong with Kyle Lewis.
There must be. I haven't seen anything. That kid had some oomph for him. Linebacker, Oregon. Again, another name I have not heard, even in passing, associated with the Browns. So far, so good.
Okay, we're live here. We're getting close to the 5th round.
Yes, we are. Waiting to see what happens.
They're kind of, there were people. I just mentioned a comment to somebody in the other group with the Dog Pound Daily group that's writing, and I just mentioned what you and I talked about with Kyle Lewis being passed over. They're like, yes, this is where Andrew Berry needs to trade his 3 5th-round picks to get Kyle Lewis. Not at this point.
No,
we're joking.
So close.
We're joking.
We're on pick, what is it, 136?
Ernesto Cova writes for Dog Pound Daily. He writes a ton for the group. Thank you very much, Ernesto. I don't know you very well. I just know you write a lot.
They're throwing the Pittsburgh t-shirts again. Gotta throw that.
Check out Dog Pound Daily whenever you get a chance here, folks, if you're listening. Part of the fan-sided group. We are the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports Network. We're the Fanatical Elves Network, and we got Steve Gill here, who's part of his Dog Pound South podcast. He also does his own blog.
DogPoundSouth.net.
I have my Johnny Cleveland show.
I'll be on the air tomorrow. Give my impressions of this weekend and what the Browns did. So far, so good. I give them very high grades. I don't like to give
Absolutely.
grades because I like to wait and see how they play. But I am very impressed. I
Yeah.
mean, so far, going back to round 1 of last year, I think Andrew Berry has nailed it every round.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the totality of the rounds, I mean, so far so good. Catherine Hickman must have more of a voice in the war room,
Yeah.
so
Agree.
I'm fine with that. I hope they give her all the credit, and then she moves on to another team, and the Browns get 2 third-round picks. So,
Yeah.
and same with Glenn Cook. Also, he was in front of the mic yesterday talking about the players they drafted. So I'm completely happy with this front office. I have no problem. Well, you might hear my dog bark here pretty
Oh, that's
soon.
okay.
She's going over to look out the front door.
This Catherine, what's her name again? Catherine.
Catherine Hickman.
Okay. And her role is
Her father was like big in NHL. I mean, he worked for an NHL. I think it was a general manager for one of the NHL teams. So she grew up with this kind of atmosphere.
yeah.
Well, let me answer this question from
Okay.
Jeffrey. Jeffrey, he's in a contract year. This is the last year of his contract.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I personally think they'll re-sign him.
Yeah.
Let's get through the draft first. I'd like them. Usually, when they give contract extensions to players that have been on the team that they like, it usually happens in July.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett had a contract extension. Denzel Ward had a contract extension. I think somebody else, one of the offensive linemen, had a contract extension in July. That's usually when they take care of it before training camp starts. So
Yeah.
I can't see them moving on from Delpit. The kid they drafted, I don't see him as a replacement. I think I see him as a complimentary pick.
Yeah.
So, and he's your number 2 safety. I mean, Ronnie Hickman has played well, but he's just not your number 2 safety. I liked Rayshon Jenkins when he wasn't committing stupid fouls. They got him yelled at on the sidelines. But apparently, I am perfectly happy with the kid from Toledo. Like I mentioned earlier in the show, they were thinking about taking him at 39, but Denzel Boston was just too good to pass up. And then when they saw him falling, they jumped back in to get him. And I think that was a great pick. I mentioned earlier that
they just took Bryce Lance, the wide receiver from North Dakota State.
Okay. I think that Daniel Jeremiah had Fano, Boston, Concepcion, and I don't know why I can't think of the kid from Toledo, his name. I always have trouble. Emmett. What is his name, John?
Bryce Lance.
No, the kid from Toledo, the safety.
Oh, Emmanuel
McNeil Warren.
Yeah.
Daniel Jeremiah had those 4 guys in his top 25. So far, so good.
Trey Lance's brother just got drafted, Bryce Lance.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah.
Where is Trey Lance?
Is he with the 49ers?
I don't know. Everybody talks about the Browns trading for Deshaun Watson. Go back and look at what the 49ers gave up to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put their team behind for about 5 years.
Yeah.
On that trade. Yeah, we'll see 3 safety stuff. I think the DC will continue what Jim Schwartz liked to do, keep 3 safeties in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
So
we
we're
are waiting.
currently
We're getting close.
137. Dallas pick is already in. Again, we're at Browns are at 146. 6th pick in the 5th round is their first of
Yes.
many. Nice little group they got going there. 146, 148, 149, 152. So let's see what happens. Want to thank all 173 of you for joining us on Saturday. So
yes, thank you.
Thank you. Right here in Nashville, it's hot and humid, and the sun's back out, so no rain. Hopefully, it'll fire it up later. We need rain. I had to get
Yes,
up
we
early
do.
and go out and water. I hate the water. I want rain. Well, I got to keep the plants alive.
That's right.
If I'm going to buy them, my wife's going to put them in the ground. I'm going to keep them alive.
So there's a guy in Pittsburgh. Did you see this guy, this reporter in Pittsburgh? Not to change the subject about the Squealers, but there's an idiot out there, Andrew Filipponi. Have you seen all this stuff about him?
I've complained about him for years. He's an idiot.
An ass, complete jerk.
Yeah, did you see what he said about Drew Aller?
Oh yeah, no. And so then others are from Cleveland are posting on it, and then he's making it into a personal vendetta. So like he's ripping Daryl Ryder right now. Who, I like Daryl Ryder. I like some of his stuff. I don't like some of his stuff.
But Daryl have had a long time feud.
Oh, Andrew is this guy is just
stupid things.
Yeah. He writes, Daryl, remember when you told us that the Browns shouldn't have ever traveled to Pittsburgh because they had no chance in the 2020 wild card game? Your own station's host turned on you, and you were such a big baby about it. You refused to ever come over to our station again. That was funny. I guess Daryl earlier had said this dude just cracks out the hits. So they're going back and forth.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, there was a picture of outside the whatever the stadium is in Pittsburgh now.
Hey Mike, thanks for watching us from the UK.
And it's 250 days till the draft, and he wrote he retweeted that picture and said, if the Steelers draft Drew Aller, I'll quit. Well, Andrew, that was 250 days ago. You haven't quit yet. So
hey, let's see if we can get 200 people following us. If you're watching us, scrolling down we're getting closer.
Hopefully that guy I ran into at the Brentwood post office is watching. He jumped out of his car when he saw my polo and yelled, "Go Browns!"
Oh, I love it.
He was pumped.
I love it. Browns fans are so faithful.
I know.
Loyal, faithful, just all of that. Really love that.
I don't know if they'll take a quarterback. I'm just not getting that vibe. They love Drew Aller, and they've been following him for the last couple of years.
Sure.
I don't know if they would have taken him last year, even if he came out, because James Franklin ruined him. So he did.
James Franklin. Oh no, I'm hearing you. I hear you.
Good luck, Virginia Tech. Good luck, Virginia Tech. I've seen James Franklin up close. He's not loyal at all.
Really?
Well, he was Vanderbilt's coach. He took them to back-to-back bowl games, back-to-back 9-win seasons. One year he beat Georgia at Georgia, beat Florida at Florida, and beat Tennessee at Tennessee in the same year for Vanderbilt. That was unheard of back then. I think his quarterback was a Schumer kid. Kyle Schumer's son. So, but then he bailed on Vanderbilt and hightailed it to Penn State and just couldn't beat Ohio State. It looked bad doing it.
We're still on pick 137.
We're waiting for ESPN to catch up.
Yeah.
We got to get their commercials in. There was a Cowboy fan with a wrestling championship bait. belt. What are they champions of? Preseason?
So we're going to stick with you guys through these fifth round picks, I think, because they're all pretty close. LT Overton, an edge from Alabama,
Okay.
goes to the Cowboys. You want Nussmeier? Listen, I could take that. I have liked this kid for a few years. I know. I mean, just if you take him in the later rounds, so be it. I mean, he could be on the quarterback. You know.
No, I'm for you. Just bring somebody in as a camp arm, as your fourth quarterback, like they do every year.
That's 194. Come on, folks, come back to us.
You can't. I just don't see the reasoning of bringing in another developmental quarterback. I just don't.
Okay. Let's see here. I was gonna copy. Let's see here.
Spencer Rattler. Jeffrey.
Hey, we climbed over 200. Thanks, guys.
202. Yay. I could see Jeffrey. I could see that. That wouldn't be bad. I'm still contending that now that Jacoby Brissett wants starter money from Arizona, that and they drafted the kid from Miami. Are you taking a selfie there, John? You got to hold it still.
All right, we're
they might cut Brissett loose, and that would be a nice veteran. But I'm not buying the Deshaun Watson stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it. Sure, he looks good. He's not really. He's throwing against air. Of course, he looks
right.
Good. And Tyler Shuck for the Saints was the best rookie quarterback last year.
Oh, there's our guy. My guy just went to the Dolphins. They have him listed as a safety, Kyle Lewis.
Yep, there he goes. Wow.
To the Dolphins. Well, good luck. I like that kid. Hopefully he'll have a good career.
Wow, lasted till the fourth round. So now we got San Francisco, then the Bengals, and then we're on to the fifth round. Yay! Let's take a peek at best players available. I doubt they go safety. Jalen Kilgore is still there. Corners, you got Keith Abney. Brian Parker, listed as a guard, but can play center. Jack Endries, a tight end from Texas. I had him in my mock, my only mock. Chandler Rivers, corner from Duke.
Okay.
Joe Royer, a tight end from Cincinnati. I wouldn't mind him. Who else in tight ends are? Justin Jolly, North Carolina State.
All right, San Francisco's picking.
Riley Nakawaski from Indiana. I remember him. So I'm not. What we got?
Ephesius, Pricesock. These some crazy names out there, folks.
Epsians Pricesock, corner, Washington.
Are we okay? We're at the start.
Think, Washington's entire secondary just got drafted. I know they.
So that was the last pick of the fourth round. Now we're moving into the fifth round.
Bengals are next, 140.
Okay. What was that pick though? Because
they're next.
Looks like the pick is in. Okay. Last pick of the fourth round here, folks.
All right. Then 6 picks later, the Browns go. So what you'll see on TV is a very long commercial break.
Yeah.
They'll come back and they'll trot out some old Steeler players, probably in wheelchairs, and they'll wave their terrible towels, and all the fans will go crazy, and they'll throw some more T-shirts, and then we'll get on with the fifth round.
Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in to the Fanatical Elves Network coverage of day 3 of the NFL Draft. That's Steve Gill. I'm John Suchan. We have our own shows. If you want to tune in later tomorrow, Steve Gill will have his Dog Pound South podcast. I'll have my Johnny Cleveland podcast coming up later in the week, plus a plethora of other shows. Rod Bloom with the Browns Blitz coming on later in the week with Jeff. I'm sure he's happy with some of these picks. The Browns have done a really good job. We were still waiting for the Browns' first pick of the third round, but we've been on for 2 hours because we're diehard Browns fans.
And Jeffrey, they wanted Oscar Delp too. And when Saints got in and picked him, you notice the Browns traded out immediately. So that was one of the tight ends they were targeting. I wanted him too. He would have been a nice compliment to Fana. And another weapon for whoever's going to be the quarterback. Weapons, weapons, weapons. It's very simple. You have a terrible offense, you fix it with good, solid weapons. That's how you get better. So who are the Bengals taking?
They took
out of the 5th round, finally.
Colby Young, a wide receiver
out of Georgia.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And we're done with that.
We should. Where are my? I haven't even played around with my. Watch what I say here. My sound effects.
You have sound effects?
I have sound effects. Let's see this one.
Hey, do that for the next Browns.
Right.
Oh.
Or do that one. That would, or then we have the heartbeat. That's kind of scary.
That's what we're all doing right now. Yeah. I don't like that one.
I don't like that one either. But we'll go back to the drum roll, please. Okay. What do we else we got here? Jake Slaughter, you said, was my number 1 center. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember who he went to. But yeah, I was kind of, when he was drafted, I was kind of, oh, damn.
Right. Well, folks, we're entering the 5th round now. The Browns have a plethora of picks here. They've got pick 146, 148, 149, 152. So they're going to happen quickly.
If they keep.
Well, we're going to do that. I'm going to run off real quick, Steve. I'm going to go grab something.
Pick is already in.
Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to
all right.
Turn off my mic. I'll be right back again. Steve Gill will keep it going.
Let's go Browns. You are exactly right, Jeffrey. Let's see what happens. Oh, now we're going to do interviews. Hopefully they'll put the picks below in the graphics. Why they talked to Sean McVay, who took he didn't take Tyler Simpson. He didn't seem too happy that they took Tyler Simpson. That's just my first impression. You look rather perplexed that they took Tyler Simpson. So let's see what happens. There we go. So Texans with pick 141 takes safety, Kamari Ramsey from Southern Cal. Southern Cal had 2 good safeties. I thought one or both would be in play. I'm glad they took the kid from Toledo. Much better safety. So we will wait. The Browns are on 146, like we said. On the clock right now, the Titans here locally. They got Carnell Tate. I am not sold on Cam Ward, never have been. Prior to going to Miami, when he played for Washington State, he was graded a 5th rounder. Then all of a sudden he goes to Miami and becomes the number 1 overall pick. That's a little suspicious in my mind. How can you make that big of a jump in less than 1 year? So I'm not fully convinced. I'm sure Carnell Tate will make some highlight reel catches for the Titans, but I'm not sold on Cam Ward. Although he does have a good offensive line. They built an offensive line for him last year. Okay, so speaking of, the Titans took Fernando Carmona, offensive guard, Arkansas. As we listen, if you're watching ESPN, they're talking to Sean McVay, the genius, who's going to try and make Tyler Simpson look like the second coming of Joe Namath or of Dan Marino. Matthew Stafford, it's coming off an MVP season, so. All right. So as we wait, what do we got here, Jeffrey? Just not too big on Shedeur Sanders. Hate for no reason. I wasn't too big on Shedeur Sanders either. And I agree with you about the Jerry Jeudy hate. I go back to the year before when he was constantly open and constantly making plays. I just think whoever's going to be the quarterback, they are in the perfect situation now with the Browns. Rebuilt, better offensive line, better weapons around him. Concepcion and Boston, I think, are going to make big impacts this year. Cedric Tillman better watch it because he might be looking at. I think Corley is a phenomenal find by the Browns. So we'll see. And of course, Fannin and Isaiah Bond, I think, is going to make a big leap this year. He is nothing more than a number 4 wide receiver, but he can stretch the field and he can get behind people. So whoever the quarterback is this year, there's no more excuses, none whatsoever. You've got everything in front of you right now, whether it be Sanders, whether it be Dylan Gabriel, whether it be, I still don't think it's going to be, I'm still saying Deshaun Watson's not going to see the field, or whoever the number 3 quarterback is. Could be Nussmeier. Could be they might trade for a young quarterback, veteran. Jeffrey has brought up Rattler. I could see something like that. I'm still contained that I can't see where Arizona is going to go into this season with Jacoby Brissett as their starter, as they groom Carson Beck. I think Carson Beck will be the starter right away, and God help him. So what I have faith in when it comes to quarterback, I have faith in our head coach. He has developed quarterbacks wherever he's gone. So whoever he picks and develops, I'll get behind because they're a Brown. If you're wearing that that helmet right there, I'm on your side until you do something stupid. Like Jed Wills. Wouldn't play because he was worried about his. He made a business decision. Stop it. All right. Yeah. And they've got their quarterback, Tyler Shuck. So that wouldn't surprise me one bit. And there he is, the amazing Mr. Hyde. Go Browns. So as we wait, we're waiting for them to announce the Cardinal pick. I don't know what's taking so long. This is pick 143. We're 3 away from the Browns' first pick in the 5th round. 146, 148, 149, 152. That's a hell of a grouping right there. I don't know how that happened. I'm looking at my draft tracker and I see 4 Browns helmets and I'm going, okay. Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting for the Cardinals to make their pick. They're at 143. Browns are at 146. So we're 3 picks away, Toolman. So we're waiting. Just like you. As they still talk to Sean McVay. I could care less what he has to say. I don't know why he rubs me the wrong way. He just does. So, yeah, I agree, Jeffrey. He's got a hell of an arm. And he wouldn't be a bad young veteran. He really would.
Any news there, Steve?
Oh, I'm just watching Sean McVay make Tyler Simpson out to be that he was all on board for it. Which,
Got it.
if you watch the video in the war room of him,
He was not.
I think he got surprised by that.
The Browns are
All
still
right.
on the.
We're
Browns are
waiting.
Still. Okay.
We're waiting. Checking social media.
Got it.
We'll know as soon.
We're getting
as...
close, folks. We really appreciate you tuning in here to the Fanatical Elves Network. That's Steve Gill. I'm John Suchan. Really love the fact that you're.
Apparently,
Something happened.
Something happened.
Okay.
I don't know. As of 4 minutes ago, the Browns are on the clock.
The Browns look like they're on the clock now. So did they make a trade up because they thought there was a player?
Yeah, I'm not getting anything on my tracker yet, but I think the reason the graphic is stuck is because the Browns traded up with the Cardinals. I don't see any pick yet. Do you, John?
No.
I don't know if that's.
They did. They moved. No.
Or is ESPN stuck on the Cardinals pick and because they're talking to the genius Sean McVay?
Probably. That's what I'm trying to.
And they're all listening.
We are watching this live with all of you.
Something happened. Oh, there we go. Cardinals, Reggie Virgil, Texas Tech wide receiver.
Okay.
All right. So did they trade up with the Panthers? I don't know.
No, they said the Panthers pick is in. So it says the Chargers are on the clock right now. The Browns
they've traded with the Chargers once. Maybe they traded with them again. But I've got nothing. I got nothing. Come on, ESPN. You were so disappointing, as usual. Just put it up on the graphics. Let's move on. Again, why don't you bring Mark Rippon back? Let him talk about something else for another 10 minutes.
So we are, again, moments away from the Browns picking at 146. They haven't had a pick yet.
We think. See, center, the guy I like from Alabama, Parker Brailsford, is still out there. I think Sam Heitch is still out there. Billy Parker is still out there. Could play center. I need a center.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeffrey. They want Carson Beck. There goes Sam Heitch, center from Kansas State.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Boy, that's bad timing.
Yeah. Well, come on, Browns. What are we doing? ESPN is way behind.
Browns are on the clock, folks.
But according to social media, the pick is in for the Browns.
Okay.
So we're just waiting. Oh, and let's go to a commercial. God, I hate ESPN.
They just picked their guy. They picked their center. Ready for it?
Oh, Parker, is it the kid from Alabama?
Yeah. Brailsford. Brailsford.
I had him going to the Browns.
Brailsford.
My mock
Center.
All right, I'm good with that. He's not a starter. He's more of a developmental guy. So we'll see what our offensive line coach.
The Browns take a center. It was pick 146.
So they didn't trade up with the Chargers. ESPN is 2 picks behind. So we get a center. I kind of like it. I like that's why I put him in my own.
Where was he ranked amongst all these centers? Where have we seen him?
This isn't a great center draft after you get past the first couple guys.
Yeah.
But I
When
thought he
we-
would last till day 3. I thought he'd be a good day 3 pickup.
What did I say the kid's name was?
His name is Parker Brailsford. 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 All right. So now, Chargers.
I bet they wanted the kid from Kansas State.
Don't know. I'll find that out later and talk about it tomorrow. Chargers took Nick Barrett, defensive tackle, South Carolina. Doesn't surprise me. South Carolina always produces D linemen for some odd ass reason. So now the Browns are back. Now Washington. So they'll announce. Browns are at 149.
Yep. According to
what happened to pick 148?
They're there.
I know. I got the Seahawks at 148.
Oh, did they make a?
Wait a minute.
Oh, they did. They traded out of it. The Browns just traded out of 148. They must. Why would they trade with the Seahawks? Because they had the back-to-back. No, it's now they took Cleveland's 148, so they must have. Who would the Seahawks? Why would the Seahawks make a trade with the Browns there?
Don't know.
They just did.
Okay, a little bit about
Just made a
Parker
trade with the Seattle
Brailsford.
Seahawks.
He measured only 6'2", 289 at the combine. 3-year starter. Spent his last 2 seasons at Bama after starting at Washington. 42 starts, 40 at center. Third team All-SEC, second team All-American in 24. Freshman All-American, second team All-Pac-12 in 23. Okay.
We're watching this as the Browns had several picks, but now they're fiddling with their picks here. They're moving around.
They're fiddling again. Now they're
Fiddling.
at 149. I'm going to skip over to the 7th round or the 6th round and see what's going on over there. Nope, no picks. 7th round. Still have 248. I don't think that'll last very long.
So
we're waiting on Washington. Their pick is already in.
So I wonder what they got. So why would the Seahawks again jump with the Browns? Were they?
There must be somebody there they want, and they don't think Washington's going to take them.
Okay. And the Browns aren't going to take him, so the Browns are like, but are they trying not to let like the Raiders take somebody maybe because the Raiders pick after the Browns at 149?
Could be. I don't see any Browns more picks on this round or next.
Lots
round
of action
or
happening with the Browns.
7th.
Trades. That's the name of the game here for the Cleveland
So he
Browns.
must have got a draft pick for next year. So that would make sense. But we'll find out if they traded. Maybe ESPN, my draft tracker is, I don't know. We'll see. But I don't see anything.
Now they acquired two 27 fourth round picks. That's what I just
So
heard.
now they have 3 extra 4th round picks next year. All right. I don't mind that at all.
So pick 148 of Seattle for a 2027 4th round pick.
Just one 4th round pick?
And the Browns just got linebacker Justin Jefferson at 149. I just got an inside source. Folks, you heard it first here on the Fanatical Elves Network.
Justin Jefferson.
Alabama linebacker.
All right. The guy I follow, Matt Wilson, who liked Austin Barber, likes the center they picked. So
Interesting.
wow, you're way ahead.
Zach Jackson just posted that on social media. Akron Beacon
No.
Journal. Shout out to Zach Jackson, who I don't really like that much, but I'll give him kudos.
Well, a minute. Yeah, there you go. Pick is in. I just got it.
Thanks for the 300 of you that are watching us. Thanks again. We really appreciate you tuning into us today. All these Browns picks, these trades, it's hard to keep up, but we love it here on the
Yeah, it
Fanatical Elves
is.
Network. Justin Jefferson.
Well, ESPN is useless right now.
Do we know much about him?
I don't know much about him, but I'll find out. Yeah, the ESPN Cryon. There we Joshua Joseph's edge from Tennessee went to Washington. You have it on NFL Network?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
I'm looking. Hold on one second.
Because right now we're still over at ESPN. They're still behind by 2 picks. Not that complicated. Really isn't.
Okay. They're
well,
at.
I'm still showing the Browns have 152.
Yep. They're still spinning. They're not posting that, but I've got that. I'm also getting information. Hold on a second here. My colleague said the Browns just got Justin Jefferson. The Browns fans wanted a wide receiver.
They've got 2 pretty good ones right now. I'll take Concepcion and Boston any day of the week.
And like you said, Ryan and my colleague at Dog Pound Daily said the Browns are really stacking picks for 2027.
Yeah, good. All right. So far, apparently they're moving so quick, they're down to 152 already. Alabama linebacker Justin Jefferson. Let's talk about him. Finished 2025 with 82 tackles, 6 pass breakups. One of 3 SEC players with at least 75 tackles and 5 breakups in 25. First 2 years at Alabama, 73% of his snaps came an inside linebacker, but has played at least 250 snaps at both outside linebacker and inside linebacker.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds productive.
Yeah.
Something for the new DC. Well, apparently the Browns are already on the clock for 152. I don't know.
I'm looking.
I am too.
Yes, they are. They are on the clock.
Wow, that was fast. What happened to the Raiders?
The Redskins took Joshua Joseph.
Wait a minute. No, they're not.
Is it?
My 152 is now showing Denver.
Okay. Wow. Are you sure?
Yeah, my tracker is. They still got 248.
Another trade with Broncos.
Man, this stuff happens fast.
Just now.
So they went back-to-back Bama players. Oh, finally, ESPN is caught up. They're on the Seahawks picks.
It's still.
I'm showing Denver at 152, so they
I
may
think
be
you're-
done.
I'm
They may
still.
be-
They did. They traded out of it. Broncos are at 152. Yep. Broncos traded with the Browns just now at 152.
So we're still waiting for the TV networks to announce the linebacker from Alabama.
Browns just traded out of
According to my
152
tracker, they still
with
have
Browns just traded out of
248,
the
which
152
I don't
pick
think they'll
with the
keep.
Broncos.
So
Someone's gonna have to keep track of all this. This is crazy.
it is. I want to see what they got for 152 from Denver. Bo Stevens for Seattle, guard. Still waiting.
Yeah, they are really. Let's see here. Just so many things going on right now.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to keep up, everybody.
We are.
Oh,
Okay.
the Browns traded 152 for the Broncos 170 and 182.
Okay.
Which there it is, the 30th pick and a pick in the 6th.
Okay.
182 is the first pick in the 6th round.
Okay.
So 152 is pick 30 in this round. I mean, 170 is the 30th pick in this round. And so they got rid of 152. So 170. And then they got the first pick in the 6th round.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. So they got an extra 4th from Seattle. There it is. Finally, on mine, they passed it by. So we are at pick what? 150. So 20 more picks until the Browns pick again. Wow.
So we don't have a pick yet. Okay. What do you think of this? 2 Alabama guys back to back.
Jefferson sounds versatile. He plays both inside and outside. Pass breakups, 6 pass breakups, so he's pretty good in coverage.
Yeah.
Brailsford, I told you I had him on my mock, so I'm happy with that. Still
You did. Okay.
Still no tight end, but they got. So they let. So from Denver, they got 2 extra picks. Another 5th, and then the first pick in the 6th round. Wow. Andrew Berry. Dealing.
It's hard to keep up with this man.
I know. And you watched our confusion live.
Right. Well, Steve, do you want to hang on or do you want to take a break for a little bit and maybe come back before those picks?
I don't know, man. We all nearly got 300 people in here.
I know. We'll
I'm
stay
happy
on.
you got another 4th round pick.
We have another one this round.
Yeah, 170.
Oh, okay.
The 30th pick in this round.
Okay.
So it's not a
Everybody can watch
pick.
me lick my fingers here as I'm eating my whatever I'm eating here. I got cheese crunchies, Cheetos. There you go. The good old Cheetos.
You got knockoff Cheetos?
No, I got the real ones. I just couldn't speak.
Oh, okay.
My mouth is filled with cheesy sauce, so.
Well, I think we can hang around till 170 at least.
Yeah.
And then,
But then
we'll
we're-
sign off for the day.
Is that in the 4th round still? No, that's the 5th round.
It's still in the 5th. And
Okay.
then they have the first pick in the 6th.
Yeah, I got to get ready for my hot date. Not that it's still off, but
How long does it take you to get ready, John?
well, it's with my beautiful wife. So
Well, there you have it.
All right. I want to find out. There's this. Let's see here. James, thanks for following us again. He's watching us on Facebook. Thanks, James.
Yeah, he did.
Trying to see who. All right, we are coming to you live again here on the Fanatical Elves Network. We've been with you. Thanks for the 300 of you who are watching.
We've been here
hours.
for
We are dedicated.
2.5 hours. And at my age, I haven't gotten up and gone to the bathroom. How about that?
I know, that's pretty impressive.
It is impressive.
I've been up twice. So.
That's very impressive for me. Of course, I'm only drinking water. I haven't had.
I'm thinking about
frothy adult beverage.
I'm thinking of switching gears here. I've got the Diet Coke, but we're coming up on 3:00 here Eastern. So
1:34 down here in Nashville.
Anytime, it's 3:00 somewhere, right? Isn't that what they say?
Well, there went Justin Jolly, tight end of North Carolina State, to the Broncos.
Heard of him, sure. Let's see here.
We're less than 20 picks away. We're 18 picks away from the next one.
Okay. Trying to get to look, see something here real quick. Let's see. All right. Well, the Browns, again, 2 Alabama guys. Now they've got 7. They've collected 7 players.
Yeah. Boy, it's interesting that I don't know if they traded and got the first pick in the 6th round for a player, or in case somebody is desperate for a player they haven't, or a positional need, another team. And they might be willing to give up a couple more 2027 draft picks, which I don't even know how many they have now. I tell you, I'm going to Google that.
I can't keep up. It's way.
I knew it one time, but after last night, I'm totally lost.
Well, I need to go get a sandwich because I just had those chips. So I got to go grab a sandwich. So you can keep talking because I'm the young guy that's got to take a break. Steve's a trooper. I'll be right back, Steve. I'll be quicker this time.
All right. Grab you a sandwich. I don't see it yet. I'm looking for. They've added 2 4th-round picks. That's all I'm getting on Google right now. But yeah, this is crazy. This is completely crazy. So we're at pick 154. If you're watching, the Browns maneuvered around again. Their next pick is 170, which is the 30th pick in round 5. And then they picked up 182, which is the first pick in the 6th round. Right here, let's see what. Charles, I'm not worried about 2020. I'm just glad the Browns are starting to emulate the successful teams like New England, Pitt, etc. by building draft capital. I agree. So, you can never have enough draft picks. Cleveland Browns fans love our draft picks. But I also like if you use them to get the players you want and to build draft capital for the future. 4th-round picks can be very, very important. They've already picked up 2 this draft. I've tried Googling how many. I'm waiting for somebody on social media to tell me how many freaking picks they got for next year. Justin Jefferson, he's an off-ball linebacker. Special teamer. All right. I'll take that any day of the week. Special teams sucked last year. They need it. Oh, I remember seeing this kid. If you don't know, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I get a healthy dose of SEC football. It's like on every freaking channel. And I went to an SEC school, so I watch my alma mater, and then I watch a lot of SEC. So of course, you get a lot of Alabama down here. So I remember this kid. Picks coming off the board, 154, Jaden Duggar, Louisiana, another linebacker. Apparently, it's now linebacker time in the NFL. What else can I find out? All right. Possible this Brailsford kid, if they get him in and get him some snaps in OTAs and mini camps, he might be our next starting center. Wow, that would be something. Go from the 5th round to the starting center to the Cleveland Browns. There we go. Browns own their own 2027 picks in rounds 1 through 5 and 7. So they acquired a 4th and another 4th. All right. And they also own extra 5th and 7th rounders from Houston. Okay. So they are building up their draft capital for next year. Watch a little video of our new center. Looks like he uses his hands really well. I like that. He's a little light, 289. Got to put some muscle on him. And he's short. Most centers are. I mean, you're not going to find a LaCharles Bentley anymore at center. That guy was massive. So, all right. So, 170, 182, still some tight ends on the board. In the corner, they need another corner. They always need another corner. Let's take a look at best available players. I doubt they would go. They might pick up a guard. I don't know. The guy I like, Jack Endries, tight end. Joey Rohr from Cincinnati is still there. Rohr. The kid from Indiana, Nowakowski, is still there. So there's still tight ends. Let's see. Let's look at the cornerbacks. Keith Abney, Arizona State. I'm kind of confused. Well, if they want to keep going with the Alabama theme, Damani Jackson is there, a corner. How about edge rushers? Caden Curry from Ohio State is still sitting there. I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him at all. Alrighty. Checking in with, let's see if we're still at 170. We're still at 170. There goes Keith Abney. Arizona State went to the Lions. All right. Yeah. I agree with you, Toolman. No tanking for Manning. I had heard from my guy who knows people in the front office that they are not even talking about tanking. So I'm good with that. I want W's. Like I've said before, I don't care who the starting quarterback is. I just want them to be successful. There isn't going to be any more excuses the way this team is being built this year, especially the offensive line and especially the weapons, whoever the quarterback's going to be who has a wide receiver. So no more excuses. This is it. I really think that Andrew Berry is knocking this draft out of the park. So, did you get your lunch?
I did. I got an old ham and cheese on rye.
There you go. So, where are you going for your hot date tonight?
My hot date? Well, we have a reservation.
Or do you not want to say for
Oh, it's all
fans
good.
in Columbus,
You can come find
who
me
will
if
bother
you want.
you for an autograph?
No, yeah. Cap City, which is a popular restaurant down here in Columbus area. There's a few of them around Columbus.
What are they known
food.
for?
A little bit of everything. They're like a diner, like old-fashioned diner.
Oh, in the South, we call that a meat and three.
Yeah, they've got a really good. I mean, they've got several dishes. So we're doing that tonight, and then we're going to the movie. Yep.
What movie?
So, the Michael Jackson flick.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Yes.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, we're going to go full-term fullback based on what Todd Monken said yesterday. Well, maybe.
Well, Jeffrey pointed out that he had heard that they're going to switch Aiden Huntington to fullback.
Okay.
So they have that option. But it wouldn't hurt to have a guy who's played the position on a regular basis. Although I love Aiden Huntington. He is my favorite undrafted rookie free agent. So, yeah, Monken he also wants a tight end. So let's see. They've got the offensive line pretty much taken care of, I would think, unless a guard comes up that has greater value. They still need a corner, somebody who can play in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
So
do they go after somebody outside of this draft then? I mean, do they trade for somebody?
Well, veterans become available after the draft.
Right.
On the cheap, because teams who draft a lot of players got to get rid of said players.
Yeah.
So, and he's found a couple gems after the draft. So another safety off the board for Miami, Michael Taffe, Texas. As we wait for pick.
Okay. We're getting close.
170. We're only 12 picks away, unless Andrew Berry gets the itch again.
Andrew Berry should be giving us some money for staying on here on the Fanatical Owls Network.
I tell you.
2 hours and 45 minutes here.
Hey, listen, any Browns fans who have watched all 3 days of this, bravo. It's been a roller coaster ride.
It has become a real spectacle. And, football fans across the globe have really, what the draft used to be and what it is now.
Let's see. What's this? Shedeur gets 10 or 11 wins, gets a playoff spot. And maybe win a playoff. Yeah, well, not all in the media are against him. A lot of media members up in Cleveland like him. I wasn't a big fan, but like I keep saying, I don't care who the quarterback is as long as he wins games and gets them to the playoffs. I would love to see the Browns host a playoff game. Just please. One more before I die. How about it?
Right. It'll happen.
I know it'll happen.
Is it going to happen at the old stadium or the new stadium?
I hope it happens at the old stadium. That would be nice. I don't feel like waiting until 2029.
And we only had one, right? Is that right? One game there or none?
No, we've had playoff game, home playoff game games at the newest stadium. No, we haven't had one. They went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
No, they beat New England at New England back when Belichick was the coach, and then lost but that was before the move. So it's been a while. Max Bredson, tight end, Michigan. Why are they showing a guy from Texas?
Let's see here. Okay, we are live here on the Fanatical Elves Network. Again, we're watching live coverage. We're in the 5th round on day 3 because we're the most loyal Browns podcast in the world. Right here.
10 more
Steve
picks.
Gill. All right, let's see here.
We only have 10 more to go.
Oh, I think my beautiful wife is home from the grocery store.
Uh-oh.
She'll be surprised to know that I'm still on the podcast.
As long as she doesn't curse.
No.
Well, my wife hadn't come downstairs from... She has her office across from our bedroom upstairs.
Okay.
And
you have an older home down there, right? Where you live? It's a 2-story.
It was built in 1929.
Yeah.
It's got a full. It's like got a full basement. The upstairs used to be attic, but somebody years ago turned it into an apartment, and then the people who we bought it from, they turned it into a couple bedrooms, bathroom, and a giant hall closet.
Uh-huh.
I like our little house.
Yeah.
It's a bungalow kind of style. We live in a 2-block area where all the houses used to be supervisor houses for the rail yard I mentioned, Radnor Yard.
Okay.
Two houses west of me is a old catalog house, Sears Roebuck catalog house.
Okay.
You ordered your house in the catalog and they shipped it and you kind of put it together yourself. Then across the street from them is a Craftsman.
Okay.
You know, with the pocket doors and the built-in shelves and all that kind of stuff. Lots of wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, these houses, next door is an old shotgun style house.
Mm. Hey, you can listen to us later on Apple and Spotify if you're listening to this. If anybody listens to this on Apple or Spotify and you listen to all 3 hours, we're going to send you a prize.
Yes, let us know. But you'll have to answer.
We need to give
away. You'll have to
answer
prizes. Trivia questions like how many times did John leave? When was my house?
How many times
built?
have I left, Steve? I'm trying to remember. Is it 3 or 4?
3.
I had to go get a sandwich. I mean, I gotta, eat my protein so I can, I don't faint. So
I know my wife's going to come down here in a minute and say, I thought we were going to watch a movie and have some popcorn. Got to get caught up with our movie watching on our streaming services.
Let's see here. This team is no excuse. Last year, well, let me back up here. Mary Kay keeps bugging Coach Monk with quarterback. It's like quarterback peeing your coffee and will not stop.
That's Mary Kay.
This team is the talent, no excuses, no matter what. Ceiling, climbing the mountain together, winning is not easy. And learning to win those games don't expect you to do that, or don't expect you to.
People don't expect you to do that, yeah.
Last year, we beat 2 divisional teams with no line, receivers, injuries, and poor coaching. This is not the same team and among improved teams from last year. Okay, well, we got a lot of new players, and the talent
I agree.
is there.
Their biggest sore spots going into the season were wide receiver room and offensive line and special teams, and they seem to have fixed those.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, while you were gone, I read a little piece on Justin Jefferson, special teamer.
Oh, okay.
Another special teamer.
With the linebacker situation.
So Andrew Berry did notice that they sucked.
So the linebacker situation, we got Carson Schwarzenegger, we got the new kid from the Jets.
Right.
Who else?
Him. They re-signed Eric Winston, kind of an old school type linebacker, good special teamer.
Okay.
Jerome Baker is still out there if they want to re-sign him.
Yep. He's from Cleveland.
Yeah. But now that they picked this kid up, I don't think that's going to happen.
Where's Taki these days? I mean,
I
he
don't
left.
think he's in the league anymore.
That's what I was wondering. I shouldn't talk while I'm eating food on my podcast. That would not be good. I told my wife last night when we were, I was finishing up the article. I started to eat a bag of peanuts late at night, and I started to. I didn't have any liquid or water near me, so it was not a good moment. I had to hack and hack. Here we go.
List of new extra draft picks in 2027. The fourth from the Giants, fourth from Seattle, fifth from Houston, and the seventh from Houston.
Okay.
So those are the new picks they have in 2027. I think they have 1 through. I found where they said they still have their 1 through 5 and 7th pick that they originally. I don't know what happened to their 6th pick, but still watching highlights of Parker Brailsford.
They've been stuck on 161.
Well, it's the Chiefs, of course.
Are we still?
Okay. Brailsford said he believes he has the ability to play any of the interior offensive line positions.
Okay.
So we're sticking with that theme of versatility.
I think Todd Monken is really, I mean, they're doing a good job. I mean, I think
they are too. He should be very, very happy.
And Monken should know these guys because, he was at,
Georgia.
Well, he wasn't with Georgia. Well, he was just with Baltimore this past year?
Past couple of years.
Okay, so he wouldn't have really gone against or seen these Justin Jefferson or the Bradford maybe when they played at Alabama and he was with Georgia.
Brailsworth, 3-year starter, only allowed 1 sack, 4 quarterback hits, and 24 pressures in 3 years.
Emmett Johnson, running back from Nebraska, goes to the Chiefs.
About damn time.
Never heard of him. Boy, thanks to the Chiefs, right?
Yeah,
like we talked earlier.
Chiefs. Yeah, thank you for coming up and wanting a cornerback that shouldn't have been taken in the top 10 and giving us Spencer Fano still.
Right.
And save the Browns about $10 million in rookie pool money.
So the Browns still are listed at 170. Do you think they hold there? Or they're gonna trade out of that pick too?
I don't think they're going to trade out of the pick. Right now, we're in a holding pattern because ESPN is yammering.
This is really bad. I mean, I know, like these picks were supposed to be going like every 5 minutes, right?
Come on, let's go.
I mean, this is ridiculous. The last couple of picks have just been excruciating. It's
all
come
right,
to
finally,
a complete halt.
Baltimore is on the clock, and they made their pick. We're moving on. Who cares what Mel Kiper has to say? I don't.
God bless America.
Okay, the center has been described as an athletic freak.
So Chandler Rivers. Okay.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Chandler Rivers, a cornerback.
Duke.
The Vikings pick is in. Let's show the pick and let's jump to the Jaguars who are now on the clock. Let's get it going here, guys.
Apparently this new center moves really, really well. Get ready to run the ball, Browns fans, which is my favorite thing in the world for an offense to do. Let's get Quinson Junkins some heavy duty yards.
Mary Kay Cabot is reporting that Parker Brailsford was always the center that they had targeted. I mean, Mary Kay, my God, what is wrong with her? Like, she's just like, does she have to be like, she's just annoying as hell. I've never, like, she's one person, her and Tony Grossi could just walk away from being
Does
beat
he have
writers.
an ankle?
What?
Does he have an ankle? The Browns player got hurt during the game, and I can't remember who it was, and she tweeted out the player had an ankle. She forgot the word injury. And everybody went, oh, I hope he has two of them.
Oh, my God.
Maybe another reason that she blocked me. I don't know.
So now this is the Luke Whippler experience is over, as some people now say. Is that
possible?
Yeah.
It would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always freaking hurt. I mean, I liked him coming out.
Yeah.
I thought he was a great value pick.
Yeah.
But the best ability is availability. I'm going to empty a bag here that I have.
Okay. So we're closing in. We're pick 164 incoming. The Browns' next pick is at 170.
170. We're 6 away.
We'll probably wrap things up here toward the end of that because they do have a couple more picks at 180 and whatnot, but that's entering the 6th round. I think,
but I got to get.
I got to get ready for my hot date with my hot wife. So
I've got to go up and get my hot wife, and hopefully she'll be forgiving, and not say what the hell took you so long. What the hell have you been doing? And all I have to do is say, Andrew Berry made a bunch of trades, and she'll go,
yes.
Oh,
okay. I'll tell my wife that Andrew Berry made a lot of trades. You hear that, honey? Okay.
You're good?
I think, am I good, Laura? I think she stepped out.
Look out. She's going to go get a shovel.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
That's the one thing. I'm glad my wife likes me. I mean, for those of you who don't know, we've been married 40 years.
Congratulations.
In February, Valentine's Day. And, I'm glad she likes me, because if she didn't, she could have killed me in my sleep years ago. I can sleep through anything. The only thing that ever woke me up out of my sleep is when that Christmas Day, when that guy blew up a RV downtown in front of the AT&T building.
Oh,
that woke me up. And I looked at my wife and said, what the hell was that? The dog didn't bark. So I knew it wasn't. And she went and looked out the window and saw smoke, because we're like 10 minutes south of downtown. And by the way, in Nashville, you measure everything by minutes, not miles. How long it takes you to get there, not the distance. But yeah.
Oh man.
Where are we? Jaguars 164. We're stuck on 164 because they're in commercial. Time to go back to social media, see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So
it's Louis
Vikings,
Riddick, who I can't stand. No, he's not on today, is he?
I don't know. Sure. I have the sound down. I'm not paying attention to them. They're annoying. ESPN is milking this for everything they've got.
Yes, they are. ESPN has really gone downhill over. I mean, you think about when it started and all that. I mean, it's just a different product altogether now.
Yeah, it's the best way to find out what was going on in Australian rules football when they first came on the air. That's mostly what they showed. What are you doing there, John?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at some of the different
Tanner.
Comments. We're not going to be posting that. So
Cozy, tight end. No, we're not. So now the Titans are on the clock, and they're at 165. There's two guys with the Broncos.
I will. Coffee Cove thinks I don't listen to Mary Kay. Yeah, that's true. We don't.
No, we don't.
You are watching the.
I can't even tweet her. She blocked me like 4 years ago. I called her a clickbait queen, and she took it personal. I'm
see
surprised Grossi hasn't blocked me. I'm surprised ESPN Cleveland hasn't blocked me because some of the garbage that's come out of their mouth.
Well, I
this
was
year.
5 feet away from Tony Grossi when I was in the locker room back in week 3 when the Browns had beaten the Green Bay Packers. And that was a great experience. Loved it. Hope to be back there again this year in the locker room after Browns
What,
wins.
5
And
feet from Tony Grossi? Is that
yeah, I had an opportunity to say hi to the guy, but I didn't want to, you know, let him know that we do a podcast, you know, but I'm sure he could care less.
Oh, he does care less.
Now, I have had some other guests. We've had some other guests on the show. And what's the one fellow that nice guy? He's on the radio down here in Columbus.
Don't know.
Bruce Hooley. Bruce Hooley's been
Oh, Bruce Hooley.
Yeah, Bruce Hooley's got a radio program, works Christian radio here, or the political radio. And I know some people don't like Bruce because of his political affiliations and such, but I've had him on as a guest here on our Fanatical Elves Network, Johnny Cleveland show a couple times. He's always been very kind and generous. So hope Bruce is doing well. I know he's had ups and downs in recent years with some of his medical things, but I think he's still on the air. I listened to him the other day, or he was on there for a minute. So he used to have a podcast called We Tackle Life with him and Chris Spielman, which really is part of the reason why we started this Fanatical Elves Network, or how I got excited about doing a podcast, because it was during the pandemic and people were, listening to a lot of things on the radio, and they had that podcast, We'll Tackle Life. And it was a good show between him and Chris Spielman, who I think is up there in Minnesota with the Vikings organization, former Ohio State Buckeye great, former Cleveland Brown. So
briefly,
for a brief moment in time,
didn't make it out of preseason. Nicholas Singleton goes to the Titans.
Okay.
So we're on to the Bears at 166.
Edging so closely to the Browns. And I think, Steve, I'm going to go ahead and part
Almost
ways
there.
after that pick. We can talk about 170 and see what happens there. And then we'll say goodnight to all you fine folks, because we've now surpassed the 3 hour mark.
Yikes.
Thank you to all of you 300 and plus fans who are watching us.
We
spread the love. Tell
appreciate
people about
you.
the Fanatical Elves Network. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on the X. Follow us. Please subscribe to our channel on Apple or on Spotify so you never miss a show. We really need those subscriptions. Follow us on YouTube.
Tell them you spent your Saturday with 2 yammering old men. Oh, no, wait. 2 Browns fans. How about
That's right.
We're Browns fans, just like you. We're a little crazy. We get a little bit annoyed at each other, but hey, we compliment each other.
Yes, we do. And we've got a fine group of other colleagues here who do shows with Sam, does his Browns breakdowns, Rod Bloom and his brother Jeff.
Smartest young man when it comes to player evaluation. I tell you, Sam knows his stuff.
So tune into us, listen to us. We'll be, I think, Steve, tomorrow you're doing a show.
Yeah, I'm going to do my Cleveland Browns Dog Pound South podcast tomorrow morning. I'll go back. I'll take a look at these guys, do a little research, and then come on and see what's going on as we wait for the Bears. The pick is in. It's stalled.
So just to back up here again.
The guy in the pink suit.
We talked about this before. Elton Jenkins, the Browns acquired for a guard center position in free agency. They've signed Zion Johnson, another guard. They traded for tackle Titus Howard, which no one is talking about him. He was the first guy that we traded for.
Yeah, right tackle.
We've got a new guard in Tevin Jenkins, who's very versatile as well. And now we've drafted Spencer Fanow, Austin Barber, and we just picked up the kid from Alabama. So, I mean, we have really, really switched up some things here in Cleveland. The offensive line years ago people were very positive about it, but it's funny because you listen to it and about this conversation with the offensive line, and we've had this conversation over the years, that Nick Chubb, the former Cleveland Browns running back, had a little bit to do with some of that praise for the offensive line. And I don't think we don't talk about that enough. And while I think the offensive line was good in the past, it wasn't as great as the perception out there was. And Nick Chubb helped with that. So now Nick Chubb's gone. It exposes what we're seeing these days. And now we're locking back into the trenches. And I just love it.
And you got to give Andrew Berry credit for one thing. He is getting durable, versatile offensive linemen. So if somebody goes down, they just move people around on the offensive line. That's where it all starts. I think Quinshon Judkins, who, by the way, looks healthy. Reporters have said he looked very healthy during the OTAs. He's not participating, but he's no boot, no anything on his leg. So hopefully. And as for the other running backs, Dylan Sampson's probably going to have a big year in receiving. And I hope they keep Raheem Sanders, Rocket Sanders. I like him. Another undrafted free agent.
We're on the Lions pick, by the way, at 168.
Oh, he spins behind, huh?
They're on the clock.
Good.
So just to let everybody know that, yeah, if you're watching it on TV, tune into us right now on your phone or laptop. We appreciate you scrolling by and stopping for a minute and saying hi to John and Steve, part of the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports Network. So we are the Fanatical Elves. Watch us, listen to us. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Don't see anything yet.
The quarterback from LSU is still there.
Yeah, Nussmeier.
Is this a spot where the Browns would consider taking him?
I don't know. Let's not muddy the field. Okay, new linebacker Justin Jefferson. I have a big passion for special teams. I love special teams.
Nice.
Special teams is something I've always asked to be on and want to be on. Yay.
Nice.
Yay.
That's great.
I love it. Good.
That's very good.
Teams. I'm so tired of watching. So you say the Lions are picking right now?
Yes.
Yeah, ESPN's still stuck on Buffalo. I'm going to go over here to...
Oh, people are really making fun of those Steelers. I see lots of things on social media about. There's some funny stuff out there. Sorry, Steeler fans, Squealer fans. I know, again, Fans First. We thank the fine folks over there with their podcasting, but your collection of talent in this year's draft is subpar for Steeler fans. So enjoy.
Well, they got an opportunity to go to the draft, and they can tell people later. I went to see the Steelers draft, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Calling the pick in now. Let's see here for Buffalo. Shows it. Oh, Jalen Kilgore. There's your buddy.
There goes the guy. If they didn't get the kid from Toledo, that's who I wanted. But I'd rather have the kid from Toledo.
Absolutely.
Better player. More versatile, can do a lot.
But Kilgore was good. I mean, I've seen some tape on him.
Oh yeah.
Decent. I too though like the kid from Toledo. So were the Steelers on the clock to begin with? Yeah, they
were after Detroit and before the Browns.
So the pick is in for the Lions. The Steelers are on the clock. So, folks, we are one pick away now. The Steelers are on the clock. The Squealers are on the clock.
One pick away, and then John and I will head our separate ways for the day. And I will still have my phone and see what they do at 182. I doubt they're going to be at 248.
Yeah.
But you can follow me at Seatown Thug on Twitter, at Seatown Thug. And yes, that comes from Bottlegate. When they're calling Cleveland fans thugs, so I wear it with
Yes.
a badge of honor.
Yes. Well,
Because the game after Bottlegate was here in Nashville against the Titans.
really
Yeah, we had a lot of security around us,
interesting.
which I just laughed off. My wife, when we first went in, before we went to our seats, I said, let's get a beer. And when the guy handed her one of those plastic type, aluminum type bottle things,
Yeah.
my wife looked at him and with her full Browns gear and said, "Oh, this is too heavy to throw." Look on his face. This is too heavy to throw. And I said, "Well, you're going to have to drink some of it." Kendrick Law, wide receiver, Kentucky, went to Detroit. We're still waiting. So Mel Kiper can talk
Trying
about
to see if there's
next
anything.
year's draft.
Yeah.
I'm on social media right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to.
Refreshing.
Yep. We are refreshing, trying to see.
2 Crimson Tide picks. Back to back.
Let's see here. Again, we're just kind of scrolling through here.
Just waiting. All right,
So
pick us in for the Steelers.
The Kentucky Derby is
next
week. The Browns are on the clock.
I will watch that. I always watch a Kentucky Derby. I like it.
Great. Have you ever been?
No. It's if you're gonna go, you gotta not sit in the infield, which is a drunken, naked orgy type deal. And
really?
I'm too old for that.
Oh my!
No, it's a bunch of drunks. It's like the infield of a NASCAR race. Still see nothing. Browns are still listed on my tracker. So Andrew hadn't traded.
Still I got some news here. Let's see. No, don't have news. Sorry. No news.
Guardians game has started. Number 1 seed in East, the Detroit Pistons are losing to Orlando 94-79. If you're an NBA fan. Let's hope the Cavaliers can bounce back tonight. Riley, there's the other tight end I like, the big kid from Indiana.
Okay, yes.
All right, now the Browns should be on the clock.
Yep, they've been on the clock for a few minutes. That's what I'm trying to see if anybody.
Okay, I already had the pick.
All right, who is it?
Do you want it? Does everybody out there want it?
Yeah, I want it.
Okay, so it is another pick I like. Tight end, Cincinnati tight end Joe Royer.
How do you spell that?
R-O-Y-E-R. Royer.
What's his first name?
Joe.
Royer, R-O-Y-E-R?
R-O-Y-E-R, Joe Royer. How about it? Got our tight end.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
That was quick.
Love it, love it, love it. Good job. Where do you get that info?
A couple people I follow.
Good work. Good work, Steve.
Yeah. There we go, everybody. We got a tight end.
We got it out first, folks. Because we have everything first here. We are
because because we know you're tired of watching ESPN being two picks behind.
Joe Royer from the University of Cincinnati, tight end, goes to the Brownies. Good pick. Good pick.
All right. I like it.
All right. Very good.
Well, there we have it. Another one in the books, John. They still have two more picks, 182 and 248, but John and I have been on here for 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I got to go get something to eat.
Yes. You do that, folks. Everybody have a great rest of your Saturday. Take care.
Thank you for joining us.
Some funky music on the way out.
And you'll see me again tomorrow morning. Cleveland Browns Dog Pound South podcast. We'll talk Browns draft. What else are we going to talk about? Maybe we'll know some undrafted rookie free agents by then. I'd love to talk about that.
See you, Steve.
All right, everybody. Thanks. Thanks, John. See you guys. Go Browns.